Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Thursday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Lots to get to today. We actually have a special guest in studio, Mike Schaefer, 24/7 Sports.
6 a.m.
It's
Schaefer.
a full house today, full boat. Schaefer, good
Talk
morning.
recruiting
Great to see you. Are you awake?
on the ticket.
This is what Bill does. He's out of control. Are you awake right now, Schaefer?
I'm awake. I gotta say, the whole theatrical part of the blinds
Oh, it's
going
big.
up.
Oh, it's amazing.
I mean,
That's all
it's like,
Jake. That's
whoa.
all Jake, and that's all Josh.
It's like
Yeah.
you're on the theater stage and the curtain's shut
Yeah.
and you're ready. You
Could
know
you-
the crowd is out there. And
Can you
then
imagine us 4 being the Nutcracker? And all
No.
of a sudden, the curtain goes up, and we're out there dancing in tights.
Oh God,
it would be hard to imagine.
that
really.
is kind of hard to imagine actually at this point.
Jake,
I'm not
one person, Jake. Jake could do it.
Well,
He's the one guy.
If I had enough practice,
limber
probably
enough.
could.
Limber
Yeah,
enough. He
maybe
could do it.
working,
Yes.
You know?
He's limber.
I think
Is
this.
your headset not working?
I was gonna put it on in a second.
Okay, gotcha.
Just didn't want to put it on right away.
Yeah, the show
Why would
starts.
I put my
It's not-
headset
it's
on
not
for a
time,
radio
yeah.
show?
Yeah, just
That's dumb.
get to it eventually.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay.
That makes no sense.
It's okay.
That's it.
But yeah, it's full house. We got Schaefer in for the full show today because it's the day after recruit to signing day, and Nebraska had a big day. We also had some news in the portal. We'll get to here in a second. Before that, Bill, Sip, anything for idle chit chat you want to get to off the bat?
Well, a couple things. I'm doing a little travel on that, so I have to go up to Beamer right after the show to a funeral.
Oh gosh,
My Aunt Barb passed away. But an unbelievable run. I mean, she's 95.
good run.
That's a good run. It's a good run right
Yeah,
there
she
for
really
sure.
did. So it's more of a celebration type of thing. Get to see some cousins and stuff. So heading up directly to there, and then from there, I'm turning around and just making a nice little, quick, little, easy, leisurely drive down to Dallas.
Oh yeah, nothing to it.
Leisurely drive down to Dallas.
Holy God.
Holy
Yes, one of my
That's the proper response to that.
my
Yeah,
best
new
friends
equipment,
is son is getting married. He's a Baylor Bear graduate, and so heading down to that today for that funeral's today in the morning. Wedding is tomorrow in the afternoon.
Okay, well that'll be.
It's a lot of
You like
windshield
it,
time.
Like that doesn't bother me too much like that. Plus, like Mark Schultz, he's the most decorated track athlete ever to come out of Nebraska Wesleyan. He runs the trains. He's in charge.
Which trains?
What's that? The big ones.
any of them.
Yeah,
it seems.
Was it BN?
BNSF?
Yeah.
Yes, he runs that. That's a big deal.
That's
so
that.
financially, he does better than us 4.
Combined,
Just by a lot. He's made more since the show started than we do this year.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know this guy.
But
I kinda know this guy.
you'd never know. Incredible human
Did
being.
you ask
One
how
of
he
the-
knows them?
No, I said I need to know this.
Oh,
I need to know.
I was
this
like,
guy.
I was going to guess it was Wesley.
Yes,
that
he
was
went
my
to
guess.
Wesleyan. I went to Wesleyan. Yes, we were roommates in college.
Headed to
Yes.
Dallas
Headed to Dallas. Mark Schultz.
today.
Incredible
You're
human-
driving today.
today.
That'll be
Yes.
a lot of time behind the wheel, Bill. But you
Yes.
like to drive.
Did you
so
try to
it's-
convince him to send you a train that could bring you down to Dallas so you could get
I
the
would
full
love to
effect
do
of his
that.
work?
I'm still, like I said, and I've brought it up with him that I just really down on the whole train system since the caboose went away. Ever since the caboose went away, when you saw the train back in our day, when the train went by, you'd see a guy hanging out the back. You just arm out the window, and when you'd wave to him as they went by, like
Often.
arm out the window, and they went by.
It's true. That's dead true.
Yeah, and now there's no caboose, and then
No.
all of a sudden my life went
It was
right there.
No,
after
you'd
that.
wait
You'd wait for it. Yep.
and you'd look forward to it.
And he knew he was a showman.
Yeah.
The caboose guy was
Sometimes.
always a showman because he knew if
Sometimes.
he was coming across like a busy intersection, he knew, hey, I gotta perform. So it was boom. He was
I like
waving.
the guy. I like the guy that would just kind of just
kinda
give you
the
a quick one.
That's
Yeah.
better. Yeah, I agree.
The finger
I don't need the.
I don't need
I don't need this.
Yeah,
I don't need.
I don't
this.
need Regis Philbin. on
No, I
that.
don't need. I don't need Philbin. No, I agree. I don't need that. I just I'm with you.
on the caboose.
Right.
Yeah,
I
and
just need a guy.
you prefer if it was done right in the way you see the day. Also, having a cigarette at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Window open, having a smoke.
Hat down.
Hat down. Give you finger point like that, kind of boom. See, I see you.
Say
But
it.
that was incredible when you saw it coming.
Say it.
What?
Better.
Better times.
Better times. This is
I'm
it's
telling you,
the
the
theme
caboose.
of the show, Schaefer.
The
better,
caboose.
Better times. Is
The chartreuse caboose.
chartreuse caboose. I like that. So, well, a lot of driving time for Bill coming up.
You like that though?
Yeah.
I don't mind the drive. I get a lot of work done. I get a lot of work done.
Explain that
But
to us.
Well, the only problem with that is that I don't have a job, so I'm really not working, but I act like I'm super busy. I really act like it.
You seem busy. to
Yeah.
me.
a lot of phone
You
calls
do
to
seem
people.
busy to
I
me.
do. I do a lot of things like that. It was a
I
great
gotta
event.
remind myself sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Bill's really busy. I try to pick my spots when I call you. You know,
I did have a great day in Grand Island yesterday. I had a great group to speak to out there, and so that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
where
It a lot
was
of
this
fun.
at?
At the Heartland Event
Oh yeah, that's
Center.
right. How quickly I
Do you
forget.
fill the whole event center?
It really wasn't. The event's not. It wasn't like a Nate Bargatze show where it's like they're selling tickets. No,
Jerry Falwell?
Jerry Falwell.
What kind of show are we talking about?
Bill from Liberty here.
Yeah. So, but they had
Don't tell me about your money
they had an
problem.
incredible lunch. They had, and I got part of that. I didn't speak until about 2 something, but I got there in time for lunch, and went around. But it's funny. I go around the tables. There's probably 100 people there, and I introduced myself to everyone. At least half of them were like, "Who are you? Why are you here?" One guy wouldn't even tell me his real name. He's like, "Well, you're just trying to get my my social security number or something from me."
Well,
I called the damn defense.
What do you mean?
It was an unbelievable day. We had a blast. Things
You could
went
just
well.
like start rattling off the various recruits that you have brought to Nebraska. That
No,
became
this
known
has
players. You'd be like,
this
yeah,
has
you know
nothing
him?
to do with that.
You're
No,
welcome.
it's a whole different spiel on this thing. So it's a whole different stuff.
Glad
But
it went
anyway,
well for you, Bill.
yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry. I've kind of taken over idle chit chat. Now the show's kind of not going the right direction.
Is Jake gonna tell us about the sweater?
Well, I guess people on the text line who are watching say, "What's up with the sweatshirt? It's great." Well, it's ugly sweater day. I got a party I'm going to this afternoon. I thought I might as well wear it to the show. I've never worn this before. It's new. It's I called it ugly. Bill said it's not ugly.
It's not ugly at all. I think it's
You don't like
incredible.
it? You like it?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to say something here.
Okay, do
Please
it.
do. He's over the top.
The
It's supposed
hat,
to be.
the hat is uglier than the sweater.
That's fine.
The
So okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
That's what it's a whole outfit of ugly. It's
Okay.
supposed to be an
well,
entire
yeah. I mean,
ugly
if
ensemble here.
that was the goal for the hat, you
It was the
absolutely
goal.
nailed it.
It was the goal for the hat. It's one of my worst Dolphins had a hat. So
Yeah, I mean,
worn
it
today.
sort of looks like you pulled it out of a bin where it was
It does.
attached to like 2 T-shirts, and so you got. Your,
I did
like,
not. It was not. I do
Okay.
have a hat that's like that. This was not one of them.
Okay.
But and the
Sweater.
Me and Sip were not invited to the party. This is where things get separated. in this room.
Jake,
Jake
Bill has
Jake
the
is-
stuff going on today.
No, it's not
Jake has
true.
a pretty full
Jake-
social calendar.
Jake is very ahead of me and Sipple. We are not. It's always like
That's not true.
there's events going on, and we're like we have no idea what's even going
It's
on.
fine.
Oh.
Jake knows me well.
Oh yeah, you know what? Sip missed an email for the Christmas party last week. There was an email.
The next day we talked about the Christmas party. Sip goes, "When was that?"
last night.
Yeah.
You were invited. Bill
Several
was there
times.
for an hour and a
Invited
half. I
several
was there the
times.
whole time.
Were you there for an hour and a half?
He was there for a while. At least
I
an hour
talked
and
to
a
the
half.
people.
Yeah, Bill was there.
Breakers were here. Advertisers were here. It was a big deal.
Yeah, it was. It was a big deal.
We had
So,
the decorations.
we had food from venue. It was wonderful. It was a
Jake,
great
what are
time.
the
That's,
chances?
that's where Josh ate the spin dip and thought it was
Yeah.
bean casserole.
Yeah, Schaefer. He
Ate it
thought
with fork.
he was eating spinach and
Yeah.
artichoke dip with a fork and thought it was green bean casserole.
Just going to town on
And
it.
I said, please tell me you're joking. He said, no, what do you mean?
wow.
I said, that is spinach and artichoke dip, a common dip on every
Yes.
table.
Spin dip is
Yeah,
what you
spin
call
dip,
it.
you call it, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's
Just go and
cool.
get some-
That was cool.
That's always the best thing. I go, what's the spin dip? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
get some. Yeah, get some spin dip. Yeah, get some.
All right.
It's only like $34 now.
That's the
God.
story on the sweatshirt. So you guys can rate it if you want to.
It
on
looks
the
all
YouTube.
right.
I know people like to comment on.
Do you
on
feel
things.
self-conscious?
No,
wearing
I
this
wore it for a reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it would be either a hit or a miss. So
This Jake
kind
feels
of both right now.
I think that looks great.
I just
the-
the hair's getting a little long and wild. Yeah, long.
Oh.
That's right, long. It's getting long. Can you believe that?
I talked to
Still
Sip
can't.
last night, and I wanted to bring Shafe in on this one. I got so amazed driving and thinking about some things that were said on the show, and I just couldn't get over the fact that when Jake said, "Have you ever stormed?" Yeah, I've stormed the court several times. He stormed the court at several
Basketball.
times, and he
College.
found himself jumping
Several
up and down right next to Doc Sadler.
That's correct. Against Indiana.
Yeah.
In 2011, I believe.
2011.
Yeah, I just see him about that. He goes,
If-
Why would Jake be noticed? What would he? What did we say about Jake that might get him noticed? About
He's albino.
yeah.
I'm albino. I'm blonde, very, very pale. I tan okay in the summertime, but when it's not summer, I'm very pale. That's the fact.
They
People
asked
thought I was
him-
from Norway. I went to
3
Miami.
couples asked if he was from Norway.
You sort of have a look about you that you would be Scandinavian.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I got 3.
If you went to Iceland, you would probably be
I fit
considered
in.
a local.
It was yes.
People would say, what's the place to eat up here? I don't know. I'm a tourist. Come on. No, I got asked 3 different times in Miami this past weekend if I was from Norway.
Yeah, man.
I said, did I speak
You
a
look
different
like you
language?
hung out at the Bergen Fish Market.
Yeah.
I
You know,
guess.
like that's okay. There's a lot worse places to be asked if you're from
Absolutely.
than Norway.
I suppose. So there you go. That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Call them to get ahead for your 2024 fertilizing plans. Newton's Lawn Care. All right. Signing day is over. Nebraska had a good signing day. They got all the guys in the class they were expecting to get.
Do you promise that it's over?
I don't promise that it's over.
Okay.
I mean, yesterday is over for sure, but
Yeah.
anybody.
It goes until Friday,
Ooh.
and so there's always a chance that something could happen. You
Okay.
know, I can't just go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
I mean, I might, but
Are
I
you
can't.
hinting at something here, Schaefer?
No.
Expecting something to
I'm just
happen?
saying, like, there's
Is that a tease?
always, you know.
We just got a tease.
I think we got teased by Schaefer.
yes.
I'm just saying, there's always a possibility that things could happen between now and Friday. And then obviously with the transfer portal, it could happen at any time. I mean, so there's no like set date. Nebraska announced Bly Hill yesterday, but given that he's a transfer portal guy, they didn't necessarily have to. That could have occurred at any time.
So in regards to the class that Nebraska has signed so far, again, stuff can happen till Friday, like you mentioned, but that was the press conference. Matt Rule spoke about the guys they signed, and that was the day yesterday. In terms of how they went about this class, what was where did they hit besides Raiola? What's the biggest hit that they got in this class?
I thought that if you looked at what they did in the 23 cycle, it was a lot of work on the defensive line, and I think they really helped themselves out with pieces for the future and for the present, as it turned out with Cam Lenhart and Prince Will and Riley Van Poppel. And then you look at what they kind of did here in the 24 class, and I like what they did up front as well, but this time on the offensive side of the ball with Grant Bricks, with Preston Talmua. Those are 2 guys where, you beat out Oklahoma, Kansas State, Oregon, Auburn, and a host of other teams for 2 offensive linemen that could be pretty good for you down the line. And then they have guys behind them that I think are intriguing as well. Gibson Piles, a guy playing in the All-American Bowl down in San Antonio. I think he tends to get forgotten about. And then you have some, what I regard as sort of, lottery ticket development style offensive lineman as well. Xander Ruggiero from Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas is a left tackle that they're going to try to develop and see if he couldn't be someone down the line. And Landon Davidson, who has really good testing numbers, came out and camped at Nebraska. Jake Peters as well. So I like what they did up front there. And then combine that with this other thing that I feel like never really gets talked about. One, Carter Nelson, unbelievably talented, ton of potential. Beyond that, the other 2 tight ends, Eric Ingerson, Ian Flint, allow Nebraska to sort of reset their tight end room. They didn't really have edge blocking, I think, to the degree that they wanted. Luke Lindemeyer played a lot to that effect. And so we could tell that they really wanted to find a couple guys that they could throw in that tight end room that are more of your just sort of traditional blocking tight ends. And I think that's what Ian Flint and Eric Ingerson can bring to the table, assuming they even stay at tight end and don't ultimately join what was already a pretty large offensive line class to begin with. So I like sort of the picture of what they did up front, in addition, obviously, to, adding the number 1 quarterback in the country for 24/7 Sports.
There's a lot of talk still, the buzz on the World Wide Web about you landing Grant Bricks. Because you were the lead guy on this one. You were the one that went there.
I feel like that might be slightly overstated.
But anyway, I'm telling you, I read it a lot. Your name pops up like that. I get tagged in things.
I need to
All
find
of a
these
sudden,
places.
Schaefer did it again. I go, yeah. So that
Schaefer did it again.
Are you sure that's related to Grant Bricks?
Yeah, no, that's what it is. It's incredible.
Something else that
I mean, you were there. I mean,
A little less positive,
I
probably.
mean, you were the main contact guy. You just have to say, were you not? You were the main contact
I don't
guy.
believe that I was, but yeah,
So,
I think he's
Husker
a really
fans, text Schaefer.
Again, text
Give
Schaefer.
him his
Thank
personal. Sip, give out his personal number like you did last week.
I better not.
I'd prefer you
It's
to.
not going well.
Yeah. Is that still raging?
It's a little something.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
It's
Anyway, you
not
can
going
DM him,
particularly
right?
well.
You can DM him.
Sure.
Thank him for getting cramped bricks.
I can thank you for that.
Entirely unnecessary. But yeah, I think that's a really important addition to what they want to do. They like him a lot. I mean, I think internally they regarded him as higher than some of the offensive linemen that they had visit throughout the cycle. And they may not even be done with their offensive line. What was
another tease? That's 2 teases in the first
look at
15 minutes.
The big thing to come out of last night is Dylan Raiola is peer recruiting a 5-star that did not sign
Who's
with
that?
Colorado, Jordan Seaton.
Oh, the big man.
Yeah, the big man. And so he told someone in an interview that no one has been reaching out more than Dylan Raiola. So I don't know that means that Nebraska is involved. But there's still, like I said, there's still recruiting going on. Something still could happen. I don't think that's particularly likely, but you always have to keep your head on a swivel.
So he spurned Colorado.
He has not chosen to sign there yet,
Okay.
but he could be. He could certainly be doing that, and he might just wait till February and see what it looks like if teams want to come in with big NIL packages, that sort of thing. So
Interesting.
it is really fascinating, like the conversation about the guys that choose to sign in December, the ones that try to play it out to February to increase their exposure or maybe change where they could end up going, that sort of thing. So I think coaches, and Bill could definitely speak to this, I think coaches always feel a pretty big sigh of relief when they get the guys they want to actually sign in the December period, and they don't kick it forward. So
You don't even, I'm just telling you, you want to have a rough conversation when you go around the room. It's like, and Bill, so-and-so. Yeah, they're signing. Todd would like to sign in February. Oh, man, that's not good. That's not good. The look,
that was the Carlin Jones thing. And then he
it's like,
turned around, I believe, signed with USC yesterday.
Did he?
So,
that's just a bad conversation. Yeah. And then because then right away too, basically, that you're probably not going to take him either. Cause it's like, we're moving on.
Yep.
They're either in or out or let it go. There's 0.0001% of the people that can do that. So they're that good a player that can just say, I'm going to wait till February.
Right.
And
So
there's
what's it
enough
for,
guys
then?
that can do that.
What's it for? What's February for?
I don't. At this point, I really don't. I mean,
Why do they even
80%
have
of classes are signed at this point. So it's kind of like
Why even have
a
it?
continuation of what happens throughout the summer where guys.
Really now it's just a fallback. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, it's a fallback spot to be able to do.
And
But
even
anyway.
your smaller programs are still loading up in December too, because they're still recruiting above someone in effect. So I think it still kind of exists for the late coaching changes and things of that nature, but you don't really see it.
I see.
School have like 14 guys sign in February anymore.
It could help.
It might
for
be
the-
like 4,
yeah.
but even that seems sort of high at this point.
And when you get into logo schools, one of the reasons that we were able to turn Utah State around so well and then get to 11 wins with them was that we always kept scholarships back. So it's like playing poker.
Mm.
You have chips, you're still in the game. Once you spend them all, you're out of the game. So we'd have them in May too. Go out spring recruiting. All of a sudden, like, hey, so and so is going to qualify. No one took him up. Like that. We had a young man play for us at LSU, and now I believe he's with the Commanders, drafted by the Cowboys. Jabril Cox played for North Dakota State.
Yeah, it was a huge one of those big transfer portal
it was
recruiting stories right off the bat. Yeah, I know it well.
So I recruited him from North Dakota State. But anyway, the story was even Nebraska. Bo Pelini liked him. He's from Missouri. Loved him. ACL injury. Everyone drops him.
Ooh.
Ends up at North Dakota State. So there's things like that. That's the things come around. All of a sudden, it's like if you have scholarships in May, all of a sudden you're out recruiting. Like, hey, coach, this guy had like 30 offers, and then everyone dropped him because he had an injury or this. Take a look at him. He's fine. And you look at the film, you go, wow, but that's what happens. So there's always those guys out there. So having a chip in the end still lets you play.
Yeah.
The other big news from yesterday, again, we obviously got to the class, but in terms of you got to lose some players. You have a ton of guys that you're over the limit on. But one guy was Chuba Purdy, has put his name back in the portal, the quarterback, of course, from last year that played well against Wisconsin, lost the game, but finished the season on an okay note for Nebraska. But you mentioned that if without him, you got a lot of young guys in Raiola, and Kalen, true freshman, Heinrich Harburg, and then what else do you have it right now at quarterback entering next year without Chuba Purdy at this point?
Woke.
Yeah.
So it's
the guy we never saw at all last year.
Yeah, there might be another guy in there but no, I mean they got 3 scholarship players. They got 3 scholarship players. There's nobody hidden. I mean, that's what you're wondering. They got somebody waiting. No.
How do you feel about going to the USU freshman quarterback?
Somebody's in Aurora right now.
Who do they have right now? I mean, I think you know who they have.
Is there a plan?
I mean, in essence, I feel better about it right now than maybe last week at this time when it looked like Daniel Kalen might end up at with Michigan State when he was considering that East Lansing visit. So at least you have 2 freshman quarterbacks in that regard. But yeah, I mean, they're going to have to, and I think this is going to be a tough needle to thread. They're going to have to find a quarterback who's comfortable coming in for a competition, and I would say that with air quotes. I like
that. I like that. I never do that. When people do that, it's all, you want to fight them almost. And when they say this,
you said 2 or 1.
You said it. It's 2,
right?
It's 2.
2 fingers.
You said it because you knew
my hands wanted to do it, but I was like,
I would have lost my mind. And someone gives me that one. This to me, the first thing I want to do, I want to throw hands. I want to throw hands, but you didn't do it, Shave. So thank you.
You just
all right. Well, I'm glad that the verbal version of it didn't offend you.
No,
as
I
much.
actually liked the verbal version. I really did. I was impressed.
You don't really want to fight. You just kind of want to throw
hands.
Well done. But I mean, I think it's going to be really difficult to get someone to.
You're still laughing at your own joke.
Yeah. To come here and try to compete with a competition that I don't think anyone is really going to view as a real competition. And Matt Rule has to try to sell it like a real competition. It's going to be fascinating to me when he does more media appearances and when we get into the spring. Like you just talked about how you want this offense to look like the San Francisco 49ers offense.
Say that.
And Heinrich Harburg is going to be involved in this competition. At no point between the fourth quarter of Colorado and when he went out against Maryland did your offense resemble anything that looked like the 49ers offense.
Well,
and so you'd have to sort of try to figure out if you could shape that view in with him as a quarterback. And then you have Dylan Raiola, who everyone anticipates is going to be your starter anyways. And you try to go find another veteran besides that to provide, another potential backup option. I just think it's going to be really tough.
Well,
I think you have a finite amount of quarterbacks that are going to be interested in that situation.
Rule likes that whole positionless concept. Heinrich's kind of positionless. I mean, I don't. He could play quarterback. You know what? No, honestly, they're going to need him.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to diminish him. And
they're going to need him.
If you were asking me if they could pick between Chuba and Heinrich, I think I'd rather have Heinrich.
Oh, really?
Because I view it as this way.
Really?
He's someone that close to the in the red zone, you can put him in a special package. You can utilize him in a way to get value out of him that isn't just, as your backup only quarterback. Like, I think that he has some different potential uses to him. But yeah, I mean, Chuba would be the more traditional backup quarterback.
He's got to get better. That's the key.
Yeah.
Heinrich's got to get better.
Absolutely.
Would you say
the whole room does in general?
Would you say though, in Power 5 football, 65 teams, is that right? In Power 5 football, is there a younger quarterback room in the country?
Right now, it'd be hard pressed to find one.
That doesn't mean that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying it.
And that's why.
But it's a young room. Yeah. If you went around and be like, no, we have one sophomore, we have a junior, a senior, and then a true freshman or whatever. Most of you have. Not many have 2 true freshmen.
Right.
I mean, so that's what I'm
1 and 2. They could be 1 and 2.
It could be 1 and 2.
Yeah. If Heinrich doesn't get better, the whole critical part of the discussion to me is development. Heinrich's got to develop. He's got to have a good spring and a good August.
And he's got to develop in such a way that it works in your offense where it isn't an entirely different offense if he has to come into the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where, to me, it is absolutely critical that Nebraska gets better at running back.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you had a running back that you felt really good about, you could build this offense a lot easier. Right now, you don't. I don't think you have that.
Well, you don't have a running back that you can build around.
No, I think you have some nice, role pieces, but I don't think you have that guy. And I don't know that they can go in and find that in the portal. That is the aspect of this class that's the biggest weakness to me is they they completely whiffed on running back in a year where you knew you needed to have one.
Well, and they're not exactly loaded at receiver.
Yeah. I mean, and receiver is more so you just have what, like 12 guys that are sophomores or younger.
Yeah,
basically, you just don't have any. The years and years of not being able to retain or develop those receivers have finally completely caught up to where you didn't land anybody so far in the portal. And I think they will. Like, I think they'll get a veteran receiver out of the portal. I don't know that it's going to be a huge difference maker. But I really sort of think of that running back spot as like if Nebraska had someone where they felt pretty good about, and you were bringing in, Dylan Raiola as a true freshman quarterback, that picture looks a lot better if you're not expecting from day one that he has to carry everything.
So what the question that I get asked the most, and obviously Steve
Sipple
has brought this up several times, and but you probably know the better. People always ask me like that. Well, what are the numbers?
I mean, I can't say that I know it better. Yeah. So what are they? Is 29 people they added to the class.
Okay.
That's a big class.
If you assume at least 3, and I think it might be closer to 5, so somewhere between 3 and 5 are not on actual scholarship because they never took official visits. They never are what would be considered a recruitable athlete. So you can utilize what I call NIL scholarships, where you pay cost of tuition, and I'm sure they get a little extra money for going that route. You can do that.
Yep.
And you can lengthen out your roster, but only to a point. And so they haven't had that many guys go in the portal, and they didn't have that big of a senior class. Like, there's a double-digit discrepancy in there in terms of what their total scholarship number is and then what they need to get down to.
Yeah, double digits.
And so there's probably people that have left the team that it just has not been announced because they're staying as students and they're not going into the portal and things of that nature. But it's going to be
the reason you bring it up is because I would imagine you guys, the pundits, think that they're going to add.
That's another one that you get air quoted for sure.
Absolutely, but you're going to add 3 or 4 more players.
Yeah,
to the portal.
Yeah.
I mean,
from the portal.
Yeah, from the portal. They think they'll add 3 or 4 more players in the portal. That's the reason it always comes up. With that.
I know it's weird,
but that used to be. So we used to do the term all the time. It's called count forward. Count forward would be something you'd do in May. A lot of times you see someone you liked, and you'd say, "Listen, you have a scholarship at wherever we're at. You're not coming on a trip. You're not doing anything. The first day of school, you can put them on scholarship."
Yep.
Now, back in the day, it's like a credit card, though. They come on scholarship. They still count on scholarship. Now, if you don't, now the difference is that now you can bring them in and do that, but you can pay for them out of a different budget.
Oh,
so that's where you can. Where Nebraska's making hay is having 100 people on scholarship.
Yep.
Instead of 85, but they're paying for it out the side pocket.
And I think ideally that number would probably be closer to 95 or so. Like, I don't know that you want it to get that much higher because that becomes tough to manage.
Yeah, I think
it's all hard to manage. It is, and eventually, and all those guys are still they're still counting on I'm coming to play. And after a while, sometimes it's like, when you have 95 or 100 on scholarship, there's just not enough. Yeah, there's not enough balls going around.
Right.
And so that's someone says, I'm just going to go someplace else.
Exactly.
From the text line, a couple of guys going back to quarterback here real quick. You mentioned, the idea of Purdy or Harburg maybe have a special package. A lot of people have said that they want to see Heinrich Harburg in a Taysom Hill type role.
Yeah, I mean that's what I see basically. Like, I actually to bring it to a more of a college thing, because Taysom Hill played college and quarterback. It makes me think of what they called that like 18-wheeler package at Texas with Tyrone Swoops.
Okay,
if you remember that, like
go.
I think the like most notable one is he came in against Notre Dame late and he had that touchdown, and then I don't remember who the play-by-play guy was, but he's just screaming his head off, "Texas is back, folks!" And then they proceeded to go. I think they won 3 more games that year.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean that was that's sort of what I have in.
So they would like to have. Make sure I get this correct. They'd like to have Harburg be Taysom Hill.
That would be Hill type.
That'd be really good too, because he's been a great player in the NFL for like 8 years. That's a really high skill set. I agree with what they're saying, but just it's not that easy.
Yeah. Okay. No,
it's not that easy. He was a special quarterback at BYU.
Yeah, he was
a special quarterback.
He's a freak athlete.
Yeah, he's a freak athlete.
Like you start there. Right. Like, his genetic makeup is different than most people in the top of the top of the top of football.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to be able to play all of those different positions, Like you might want that, but to actually be able to go and accomplishment is two different things.
Two different things. But there's merit to it. Yes.
Before we get to break, there's some question regarding yesterday. A player that had a hot rumor attached to them with a Nebraska interest and some buzz. Ryan Wingo, the receiver who does sign with Texas. There was some drama. Was he up in time? Was he? What was going on in the morning with Ryan Wingo? He does sign with Texas. Do you think that Nebraska ever really had a chance to flip him at all? Where was the rumor and how much truth was there to it with Nebraska?
So Tuesday, I basically kind of came across that and shot a couple text out to people in the 24/7 Sports Network and immediately got one back like, hey, the Riolas are trying here, but this is between Texas and Missouri. So that told me everything I needed to know. And I was like, I don't need to think about this. Yeah. I don't need to cover this. I don't need to.
At 11 o'clock yesterday, I asked Sean the same thing. He's like, it's not happening.
It was like 10.
It seemed like it was way over.
It was after 10. Just from that window.
Just from a unemployed coach standpoint, I was like, that's not happening. Really? I mean, the guys from Texas, they're in the playoffs. They're playing as well as they can. Yeah. They've got. I mean, honestly,
no, I hear you.
That doesn't add up.
No, it didn't add up. It didn't add. It was Sean kind of looked at me like, "Why are you asking me this question?" Like, sorry.
I mean,
but Jake's one of the guys that they're like,
I heard something. People like the little drama. They like to hear about the drama. It's nice to sometimes pour water
and then
on
you carry that into Wednesday morning where you have like recruiting reporters tweeting he's not even awake yet. He's missed the local time window to get that NLI in, and so it was probably one of the bigger stories of yesterday, and it just turned out that he ended up at Texas anyways. So Missouri was taking a giant swing.
What's the drama? Overslept. That's it.
I'm signing. Deal with it. It's fine. NSD. It's right.
Yeah, I doubt Sarkisian was just like, "What do we do?"
Where's walking
around? Here comes Eli Drinkwitz.
Drinks in the house. I'll tell you one thing, Missouri. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Getting Caden Green to transfer there, which I knew
they're spending money right like Marty Bird, is what I've heard.
That's right. The Ozarks. Let's go.
Yeah, they're spending. Yeah, Eli's pulling out all the stops.
Is that the new money laundering thing for the Bird family?
Yeah.
Is Wendy part of the Missouri?
Yeah, there's a thought. Yeah,
can you come on, make another season?
You could churn some money through that.
Wendy's been seeing Columbia.
How would you like to see someone come and talk to me and Sipple? Not you two, just me and two. Hey, can you guys help me launder some money? We'd have no idea.
Where do we start?
Okay, okay. I know we're gonna put money somewhere for some reason to hide it, but that's it. That's all I know. We're gonna have to watch some movies. I'd have to watch a bunch of movies on Netflix to try to figure out.
My only frame of reference is Marty Bird.
You got your notepad.
Let me call Jason Bateman real quick.
And I can say things like that. Yeah, if they're probably laundering money. You know what that means? Not really. I don't know how to do that.
We just have to set up a bait shop. Maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's not hard at all.
Maybe just.
I think laundry isn't dry cleaning always big. Get dry cleaning.
Car wash.
Car wash.
Which is to me the running joke when you see another 14 being built in Lincoln throughout town. It's just still got to push some more money through here. I see.
Good deal.
When we come back, get your questions from Mike Schaefer, 464-5685. More next. Early break to the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com. The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with 4 Lincoln locations, but now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
At Koppel, during the holidays, we take time to cherish our terrific staff, community, and loyal customers that continue to drive that money-saving mile to Louisville, Nebraska. Hi, this is Sean Callahan. I can proudly say I bought my car at Koppel. If you are in the area, I invite you to stop by Koppel Chevrolet GMC's offices in Louisville or check them out online at koppelcars.com. On behalf of Koppel Chevrolet GMC, Merry Christmas and safe travels to all.
Load up on meat and more this holiday season at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. Keep posted to the Mercado's social media pages for specific daily deals from now all the way through Christmas Eve on December 24th. Don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your link to forecast for today, some areas of patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see mainly cloudy skies and a high of around 52. Tonight, a chance of rain. The forecast early, then patchy fog developing late. We'll see a low around 40. And tomorrow, more patchy fog possible in the morning, but mostly sunny with a high of around 54. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Rick Heyman from Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to our new outlet jewelry store at 12th and O in downtown Lincoln. Amazingly, we still have fabulous items we bought 1 year ago and beyond. Well, you know what an outlet store is. Unbeatable prices throughout the store. Closeouts up to 70% off. Don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't see everything on our website, so you gotta come in. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Opening November 25th in Lincoln at 12th and O.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
At Allo, we believe in the exceptional. From extraordinary whole home coverage to super fast speeds, our local teams are always on hand to make sure your service is running at top performance. Let go of lag, banish buffering, and enjoy outstanding service throughout your entire home. We believe in delivering nothing less than exceptional service, so that's exactly what we do. Visit us at allofiber.com to experience the exceptional.
This
good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Zip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Mike Schaefer Hour is sponsored by our friends at Bearshin Beer Garden, Benson in Omaha. Check them out for great pretzels, lots of beer options, Nashville hot chicken, wonderful spot, Bearshin Beer Garden. I got a text from the text line at 402-464-5685. Joe in Boulder's with us. Joe says, for Schaefer, after personally landing Grant Bricks,
yes,
have
Good
you
job, Schaefer.
have you identified any other individuals you want to bring into the 25 class?
Yes. Who's your next target?
Well, I mean, Christian Jones seems like he's got to be towards the top of the board. That's the Omaha West Side linebacker. I talked with him yesterday.
See,
always
with him yesterday. Always working.
Always enjoy the one of the tricks of the trade to me is when you show up at the school where there's kids that are signing, but you're really there to do the interviews for the guys that are like juniors because you can just see the gears working in their brain that they're a year away from this being them. And they always seem to be very talkative in that moment. And so I feel like you get some pretty good stuff.
God, that's gold by you, Shave.
Christian Jones is a guy that it's going to take a while. I don't think he's going to make a commitment early, but he's a guy Nebraska is going to have to fight for. And Wisconsin's already working in there hard. And, a handful of area schools. I think Oklahoma is another one that's involved there. Notre Dame, we know he's been out on a visit to Tennessee. Texas A&M, like he's a guy that he's a top 100 recruit. He's a linebacker, someone that I think fits pretty well with what Tony White would want to do, and a guy that I think culturally fits really well, but he's going to fit well wherever he would end up going. So he's kind of the big Nebraska guy for the next cycle.
So you were talking to him yesterday.
Yeah. Went over to West Side, went to
Schaefer.
The signing ceremony.
You were there.
Reel him in, Schaefer. Come on, Schaefer.
I'm
sorry.
How about Schaefer?
I don't want to.
He's driving. He's covering ground. This is incredible. I'm gonna take 9 seconds to non-football.
Okay.
1001. 1002.
We have something big coming in at 7:00.
Oh boy.
Sip has no idea.
No idea. Schaefer has no idea. We have a surprise. We have it's a combination of Bill's Thrills.
Oh God.
7:00. You might want to be on the YouTube stream.
Just pay attention. Yeah.
Pay attention.
Get to the video
That's
stream.
it.
If you're able to watch, get to the stream.
All right. I'm not going to. No, I don't want to blow it.
That's your tease.
I have some guesses, but
don't do it.
No guesses.
I'll hold out.
No guesses.
Yeah. Bite your tongue.
I would rather not.
That's kind of
that would hurt.
It's kind of
when
painful.
you do bite your tongue, you're like, how'd that happen? How'd that happen? Or
I
your
bit
cheek,
the-
or your
the bad
cheek, you're like,
feeling.
all of a sudden it's the middle of a meal, and you're just like, how'd that happen?
Right.
I think I had a bad dream the other week where I bit the inside of my mouth, and I woke up and you have that like terrible feeling, and then all you're doing with your tongue is like touching it.
Yeah. Oh,
and it's like the nerve center in your brain is just like, stop doing this, moron, but you keep doing it. Yeah.
Wow.
That was me last
This
week.
got deep. That's interesting.
Yeah, like a
I haven't
dark.
bit my cheek in a long time.
Boy, it gets you though.
It's the worst.
All you think, you're like, how'd that just happen?
Lip too. Sometimes you do that.
How'd that just happen?
Sometimes you bite your lip.
I'm 30 some years old and I can't eat. What is happening?
Yeah,
this is.
I also had a dream last night that at LSU, our graduate assistant Alec, all of a sudden was dating Taylor Swift, and so she was around the office a bunch, and she was extremely pleasant. I got
You're
a picture.
kidding me.
Yeah,
Who was dating?
Alec. Yeah, was dating Taylor Swift. He's our
What did he do?
He was our graduate assistant at LSU.
And he
Yeah, he started dating Taylor Swift,
And she was around.
And she was around a lot. And she was incredibly.
I love that.
pleasant.
She was extremely pleasant.
She was and very fun to be around. Like, I remember I got a selfie with her, and I sent it out. Yeah,
That's a great dream.
it was a great. I woke up as if it was real. It's like, wow,
That's a pleasant.
He woke up
You seem like you'd have a good mood when you wake
I
up.
felt
from
like
that,
I
yeah.
knew.
It's a pleasant dream.
It's like I was a Swiftie.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's a good feeling.
Yeah, that's
It was.
interesting.
It's
You
like-
woke up
it's very-
smiling.
I
That's
did.
a
It's like,
feeling.
You know, her and
great
Kelsey are on the outs, I think.
Oh no.
Yeah. That. Jiggy, don't look at me like that.
I have not seen that.
Yeah.
Are you hearing
No,
the same
it's
thing?
actually-
I mean, I don't pay
Breakers-
attention to any of
breakers-
it, but I'm
no, it's
fascinated
on-
to know that Sipple does.
This
No,
is fascinating.
Yeah,
It
this
is.
is wild to me.
I saw it at.
Yeah, where did you see
I was
this?
at Planet Fitness. It was on one of the screens. It was like presented as
Was it
real news.
TMZ or
No,
what?
no, it was real. It was presented as
I
real
could see
news.
him as a daily TMZ.
Dan Rather.
No, Dan Rather, but
Entertainment tonight.
They do a live break-in, like, the sort of thing that when shots are fired. Yeah.
No, I mean, I know I'm not dreaming because I thought it out. I mean, think about if you were Kelsey and Swift and your relation. I mean, you have fights with your girlfriend, wife, whatever. And would they be? Think about it being on TV.
Is there a bigger public dating?
Right?
couple? No.
It'd be horribly annoying.
There's also a lot going on too. They said that Taylor Swift is not sitting with Mahomes' wife.
Yeah, Google it up, Jake. Or
Different
Breakers will
different-
help.
They're in different press
Yeah,
boxes.
there are reports
I follow
that
it.
they're
I
on
know
the
what's
outs.
going on.
There's reports that they're on the out.
Couple losses and everything gets crazy. It's amazing.
Well,
It affects it affects the dating.
I mean, what if you're Mahomes?
Is he still the best tight end in the league right now? His year is not particularly.
He's been distracted.
Yeah.
Schaefer's been
That's the
distracted.
thing. I could see Mahomes going to him and saying, "Bro, we lost some games. Let's just lock in a little bit. This is getting ridiculous."
I can see Travis Kelce be like, "You're talking to me when Kadarius Toney's right over here."
Oh,
Hey, line up on sides,
Yeah.
buddy.
I just threw a lateral 30 yards to win the game, and then you're
Did you
talking
see that
to me.
pass I threw?
Yeah, you're talking to me.
Yeah. You sure I'm not your backup quarterback right now? What's going on?
Okay, we got a little off there.
It's fine.
So Schaefer is he's recruiting for the future. Thank you.
One thing that was addressed yesterday, but in terms of concern for this class, Schaefer, was that Nebraska's one defensive lineman in it, player from Ashland, Ashton Murphy.
He's from Elkhorn.
Sorry, Ashton. Ashton Murphy.
Ashton Kutcher?
Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Murphy.
Dude, where's my car?
He needs to add weight.
Did you think there'd be more D linemen added, or more of a idea of that?
Well, they were going to take Carlin Jones, but as I said a little bit earlier, once he told them he was going to wait until February, Nebraska just doesn't have spots, as we've discussed. And I think they knew internally that if he chose to wait, they weren't going to get him. And obviously, Alabama, USC, Ohio State, those are all the level of teams that were in after him. He ended up signing with USC yesterday. And so he was the other defensive lineman. Otherwise, they didn't really. That was not a big area of emphasis. I think a lot of it is last year they took a ton of defensive linemen. They have a lot of young defensive linemen. I
would push back on that one a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not from what they were doing.
Because you always want a lot of
because you would never turn.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you guys have? Well, we have a D lineman with a great D lineman. We're full. You're never full.
Yeah.
You're never full. Quarterback, sometimes you're just full.
I'm just going on
Some
with what the
spots you're
kid
full.
told us.
But I agree with him.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, as a staff, someone walks in the room. I thought, I got two great D linemen want to commit. No go.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
So
one.
I think it's so much because they just didn't think they were going to keep him anyway. So you don't want
I'm
to
not saying
invest the
particular. I'm not
time.
saying even him. I'm just saying in
Just the
general.
idea, yeah.
You always have room for D linemen.
Yeah, and so
if they're real, they got to be. They
Mhm.
got to be. If they're like developmental, I don't know. I'm not sure. No. Then spots matter. But if there are those guys, and you're like, no, let's do it.
Yeah, I think they really like that group from last year. I mean, they're
They all
2023.
played. Yeah, they all played.
Cam Lenhart, Prince Emmanuel, and you have Van Poppel, Sua Lafotu, and a guy that didn't play last year, but I know that they like internally is Vincent Carroll Jackson.
Yeah,
as well. Big guy from Pennsylvania, just got into football. I think his sophomore year of high school. So he's a little bit probably behind some of those others, but
sure.
They really, I think, did a nice job with the 23 haul of defensive linemen. Yeah, but it is notable to only have one in this cycle, and they're certainly gonna be pushing it hard, I would imagine, in 2025, where they already have Tyson Terry committed, and we'll be looking for more defensive linemen to join him as well.
There you go. Once again, if you have any questions for Schaefer, please text 402-464-5685. When we come back, Rick Heyman's Sauter Heyman Jewelers Song of the Day is next on an early break in the ticket.
Nice.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jay Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apple, chili, vegetables, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
This is Rick Heyman from Sauter Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to our new outlet jewelry store at 12th and O in downtown Lincoln. Amazingly, we still have fabulous items we bought 1 year ago and beyond. Well, you know what an outlet store is. Unbeatable prices throughout the store, closeouts up to 70% off. Don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't see everything on our website, so you gotta come in. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Opening November 25th in Lincoln at 12th and O.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
New year, new career. The new year is just around the corner. Why not start it off strong with a new career? General Excavating is looking for qualified underground utility project managers. Check out our website, generalexcavating.com, or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Happy holidays from General Excavating.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
Move over, Jake.
I'm moving. Jeez.
Thursdays are reserved for a man with a wider range of music knowledge than Jake could ever dream of.
This is the golden era. You would hear this on any radio station. You know, it wasn't like it is now.
Okay.
You know, you got country, you got R&B, you got pop, you got rap, you got rock. They didn't have that then. You heard everything.
A man who knows a good song when he hears it, just as much as a good diamond when he sees it.
You get a diamond!
Yes, I do get a diamond. I get a diamond, and that makes me happy.
It's time for Rick Heyman's Song of the Day, sponsored by Sartor Heyman Jewelers on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket.
Once again, your song of the day. We're an American Band by Grand Funk Railroad. 464-56851. 1 is bad. 10 is good. Text your rating on Rick Heyman's Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day. I regret not having the mic on the whole time because Bill Busch was saying every word.
It was
He
a good
sang
concert.
every word.
Oh my!
I felt like I was at the Civic Auditorium. It's not even open.
I would have had 2 lighters for that one.
Yeah, you would have.
might have been. Oh no! Also, when you use the lighter, you kept it going. Remember, you just burn your hand, burn your thumb.
Oh, yeah.
If you held it like that, it's like it was getting really hot.
Yeah,
It's getting really hot.
Yeah, I have a burn mark from that up right here. Right there. I did the other day.
That's a recent burn.
A recent burn.
Yeah, big guy. I was lighting a lot of candle. I was going deep into the candle. I was burning my hand. But anyway, anywho, Bill did a magnificent job. That was a welcome departure from Christmas music, by the way. No offense, Jake.
Well, yeah, one more day, that's it.
that was and that's a classic. That's from our childhoods, right? I mean,
yeah,
I've heard it.
1973. That's the year that Rick's been doing the last
I was
few weeks.
7. And that album, that album was a little, I don't know, PG-13 to cover. Yeah, the guys were naked.
Really?
I mean, yeah, it was a little racy. It was literally a gold album. And then when you unfolded it, the band was pretty much naked. Yeah, so it was a
more
little
R than PG-13.
It was borderline R. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But anyway, great song by Rick. I'll give it an 8.996. Always liked. I never turned it off. Never would turn it off. I've heard it, Jake. I bet I've heard it 7,000 times since I was
7,000.
Yeah, since I was 7. Yeah, I mean,
probably have.
Yeah. I mean, it was a yeah.
Imagine a song from '73 pops on. I could sing every word.
Every word.
It's
Every
a 10.
single word.
It's a 10. I'm giving it a 10.
Yeah, Bill
Rick,
was
thank you.
crushing
That was
one.
Merry Christmas to me. Thank you.
You've had too much eggnog.
Oh,
you want to rate that one, Schaefer, or not?
Yeah, no, this is where the text line's gonna crush me.
No, you're fine.
99% sure it was the first time I'd ever heard.
No, Schaefer. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at Bill. Look at this.
I know.
You're not going to recover from this.
I didn't want to say it, but I believe strongly, and you have to be honest.
Yeah.
And I have to be honest.
you don't have to be honest.
Well,
here's the deal. Mike does not know a lot of music. He's admitted this.
He'd never heard Convoy. He'd never heard Convoy.
I don't know a lot of 70s.
I don't know if you're going to recover from this.
I don't. This is about as. Can I try to explain it as best I can?
Yes, you can.
Not really.
So-
I'm not really. I wish you would just stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop.
Look at Bill. Bill
This is interesting.
So essentially,
worlds are colliding right
Yeah,
now.
they are.
And that's always interesting.
I'm born in 1987, so
Yes.
14 years before that even comes out. The way that I would have experienced or learned about that song would have been through my parents, right?
Sure.
My mom only ever listens to KLIR, which Sipple would probably be familiar with, which is
100.
just the lightest of light rock.
Yeah.
Like, there is nothing to anything that is playing there. It
It's
is what
like-
it is.
It's
My
like
dad basically quit music.
Air Supply.
He basically quit music like right around 1972.
Quit.
Like he
Quit
didn't
music.
anything that came before, very interested in. Anything that came after either was too heavy for him or was too associated with disco, so he absolutely hated it. So
Interesting.
I grew up with a bunch of 50s and 60s, very little 70s. Like the 70s is the 70s, 80s are the two biggest areas of utter like
We can fix
weakness
that.
of music.
We can
Yeah.
fix that, Schaefer.
Jake knows that.
I'm going to give it a 9. It's a great score.
Yeah, I mean,
Great
I would
song.
give it a
Great
7.5.
song. 7.5.
Bill's rendition of it would probably get a 10.
Josh, 8-2 for Josh.
I'm going 8.5. You want to guess Josh's score there, Sip? I'm going
yeah,
8.5.
8.5, Jake. Yeah.
9.4.
9-4. Thank you. Yeah.
9.4.
Liked it.
How's the logo?
All right.
Think of the band, Grand
Oh, no, I'm getting
Funk
crushed.
Railroad.
Yep. Now we are joined now by Rick Heyman, Sauter Heyman Jewelers. Rick, good morning. A great song. Are you surprised Schaefer never heard that song before?
I am. Shape. We're going to get you tuned up on the
I just need a
70s.
crash course of the 70s.
Yeah,
That's really
we
what
can
it
do that.
is.
We
Oh,
can do
yeah,
that.
listen every Thursday. We're going to do the top 100 over the next
I am.
100
I'm driving in
weeks.
at this time every Thursday.
Okay.
Speaking of unprecedented, this is unprecedented. Schaefer's unprecedented, and I'm unprecedented because I have been so busy and crazy that I picked the wrong song to research. I forgot I sent you this one.
You did. But it's okay.
So I don't have anything other than
Grand Funk Railroad. Thank you, Rick.
It's a good song. You got high scores.
I mean, next week we'll do the other song or whenever we get back together. But so I had all this other stuff ready to go.
That's okay.
This has never happened to me before.
You're
like
fine.
I said,
It's okay, Rick.
It's Christmas. A lot of things going on.
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah, yes.
Was I wrong on the album cover? Did you remember the album?
Yes. Yeah, that was the case, Sip. Yeah, I had all these.
I can't believe you remembered. I didn't know the album cover.
Was it
Tawdry? I was 14 at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I was just getting into bands. I was starting to play in bands. You can imagine this was like the ultimate time for a 14-year-old kid to be in bands. Because I mean, these bands were all so great. It was just amazing.
Yes.
But no, Grand Funk, yeah. So I just saw them. They just played in Omaha.
What? Well, hang on a second. What? When was this?
They had to be 90 years old.
No, they really weren't. They looked great and they sounded really good. They opened for Kid Rock.
Oh, well, I remember you.
I'm just blown away.
I'm so blown away that I because I love Kid Rock.
Where was this
yeah.
at?
And
Where
they
was
opened
this?
for Kid Rock. I'm
That
so
was
bummed I missed
spring,
that.
Was it last spring? It was in May or April at CHI, and it was completely sold out. I mean, it was an amazing
Yeah,
show.
think of you're listening to.
How old were they, Rick, on the stage? What do you think? What was the
Rick,
age?
they had to be
they're in their
late
70s.
Oh, I don't know about that. Got to be older than that.
I was thinking
In
80s.
their 70s. That's
no,
pretty old.
They're in their 70s.
I mean, they're way older than us.
Yeah,
And they still look good and sounded good. You know, they really did. And
Grand
part
Funk
of this
Railroad.
song takes place in Omaha.
That just makes my day. Actually, it does. That
You
they're in
know,
their
you hear the
70s.
lyrics about the four young Chiquitas in Omaha,
Yeah.
waiting for the band to return
Turn from the show.
Those Chiquitas are in their 50s now.
Mark Farner is 75.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking.
So
this up.
anyway,
Good job, Schaefer. Good
a
job,
couple of things about it is that Grand Funk, they started out with a different name, and then they got sued by a railroad because they didn't want them using it, just like Chicago Transit Authority had to change their name. It was a gold record. It
Better
was
times.
clear, dark yellow vinyl to suggest a gold record.
Mm. That's what I thought.
Number 200, National Association of Recording Merchandisers, definitive 200 albums of all time. This album was actually produced by Todd Rundgren, who I just saw in Omaha, also with Daryl Hall this fall or in August.
Did Todd Rundgren play Bang on the Drum All Day?
You know,
Yeah,
he
did.
didn't.
What?
That's his best song.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
I have a friend of mine that plays that all the time
bang
after
on
golf
the drum
and,
all day.
you
I know that one.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah.
Good job. Todd.
Yeah.
Todd wrote it.
Yeah.
Hey,
So anyway, I don't have any.
Ask me a question. I have a question.
Zippers. I got no. Although I will ask you this question: what instrument did the lead singer play?
Xylophone.
CZ's for Christmas. No, he was the drummer.
He's the drummer. I like
Hey, Rick, would you ask me the question? Is Grand Funk Railroad in the Hall of Fame? Ask it to me.
Is Grand Funk Railroad in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yes.
CZ.
Are you kidding me? Grand Funk Railroad's not in the Hall of Fame.
He thought he had a layup there, and he missed.
That's insane,
Missed
Rick.
the layup there.
That's
No?
insane.
Not in it.
Well, when you look and see who's in there, I mean, it's the goofiest thing.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, Rick. Thank
Wow,
you.
Rick.
Here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, they're not in there.
Wow.
Here's
We
an
can fix
article
it.
why they're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We'll
Wow.
have to look that one up.
Yeah. Thank you, Rick.
Anyway, yeah. So I apologize, guys.
Hey,
I'm
Rick, it's okay.
unprepared.
No, you're not unprepared. What you did was you brought the best song you've ever played. To
I
the
know,
table.
and I didn't have anything ready
That
for it.
doesn't matter,
And
though.
that's a great
Sometimes
Christmas gift.
It's-
Rick.
that
Thank
was
you
a
for
Christmas
that.
gift.
It's a
Thank
wonderful
you.
gift. What do we have?
My Christmas gift to you, Shape, will get you turned around, okay?
Yes.
Appreciate that. Thank
He
you.
needs it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Crash course in the 70s. Just give me a list.
right. And going to Sartor Heyman,
Yes.
hey, Monday is Christmas, guys, okay?
Mhm.
This is it. That's a Kenny Loggins song, This Is It. And it really is. Today's Thursday. You got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Sunday is a partial day because Sunday's usually lower hours, and it will be this for us as well. But it's Christmas Eve. So if you want to get her done, get in and see us. And we've seen a bunch of breakers coming in.
Oh, the breakers.
And
Beautiful.
ticket people. And ticket employees. So make sure and come in, mention the show, mention breakers, mention 93.7 The Ticket. If you're online and ordering, put in The Ticket with a capital T to get an additional 10% off. Now, that only applies to full retail items. The outlet at 12th and O is already deeply discounted, up to 70% off. So you can come check us out over there, just down the block from the radio. And you can go over and see the guys at the radio station and get a cup of coffee from the mill, and you can get Beatrice Bakery over there. It's awesome. So check us out, StarterHeyman.com. We got everything you need. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Starter Heyman. And I'll post more interesting things about, I think, the band that I had today, Grand Funk Railroad, on my personal Facebook at
Awesome.
Rick Heyman.
Rick, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. And Merry Christmas, and we'll chat with you again next week.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Thank you. That's Rick Heyman's Song of the Day again. We're an American band by Grand Funk Railroad.
Band.
What a song that was.
Live music is incredible.
And speaking of live music, top of the hour, we've got a special couple guests here. This is the best way to do post-signing day with, how about singing day? Next, an early break of the ticket.
Singing day.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2024 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Acres, your premier John Deere dealer, has the largest selection of late model equipment in the Midwest. And for a limited time, Acres is offering low-rate financing on all 2021 and 2022 S and X Series combines and 8 Series tractors. Qualified buyers can earn 3.9% financing for 60 months. And as an added bonus for your holiday season, if you purchase one of Acres' eligible machines before December 31st, you'll get a $5,000 gift card from Shields. Go to acres.com to learn more.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers.
So-
I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
All right, welcome back to Hour 2 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch, and Mike Schaefer on an Early Break. Hour 2, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. That's right. If you're curious why Bill's over here on my microphones, because we have special guests in the studio. Are we going to give Steve Schindler a special today or not?
Yeah, Steve shut down. It's vacation time. He will be going January 1. He'll be back and going. Steve needs a little downtime. All right. He'll still check in with
He's earned it.
Steve Schindler deserves a lot of downtime for all the work he puts in at Midwest Bank. We appreciate Midwest Bank and for being our sponsor of Hour 2 on the program. But all right, We told you guys, and by the way, it's still time. Get to the video stream, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 951, because Bill will introduce our guests here. We have a couple special guests. It is the holiday season. We like music in the studio. We never have music in the studio, but the idea of it is wonderful. So, Bill, please tell the breakers before they let them get after it here. Who do we have here in studio?
Okay, a couple things. First of all, from Sheridan Lutheran Church here, we have Adam and Bill. I would give you their last names. I don't know their last names. Like that. I talked to Adam in the parking lot, right? Walking into church, he was walking out. I said, would you guys be willing to sing? He goes, yeah, sounds like something we'd like to do. And so I talked to Bill. So I usually always talk to the band after every service. I go up and talk to the band a little bit. So I had a chance to have these guys come in. And I'm like, you guys want to come in for a little live music for us, which we've never had in studio. Is that correct?
I don't believe, Sip, we've ever had live music.
This is incredible. This is groundbreaking. And just so you know, we have probably over 1 million listeners right now, and there's about 1,000 people watching on TV. So no big pressure on this like that. Yeah. So tell us where you're from, Adam.
I'm originally from North Carolina, the Outer Banks.
The Outer Banks in North Carolina. That's awesome like that. And Bill?
I grew up around Okoboji, Iowa. My mom still lives on the farm up there. So I've lived in Lincoln for 23 years now.
So you've been to Arnold's Park?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's incredible. That's incredible. Well, we lost Bill. We're going to get him back here in a second. So they got a couple little songs they're going to play for us right there, some brief cutouts. Here's what it's Christmas time, guys. And we want Christmas music. And that's what we're here for. Crank her out whenever you guys are ready to go.
Joy to the world, the Lord is gone. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Let heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let all their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and waves repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
I like that. Whoa. What's that thing you call when someone they're kind of singing and you join in? What is that? That thing? Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, that was incredible. We don't do that here. Yeah, we don't do that here. Shane doesn't do that. If you guys, I'm sure, follow Nebraska football. Grant Bricks, this is the guy who got him. This is Schaefer. Yeah, get down. He's a big part of that recruiting class right now. Probably the biggest part. He's the most notable recruiting analyst that there is, probably in the 10-state region. Shafe?
Yes.
Thank you.
The last award that I received, it was specifically
Sheridan
10-state
Lutheran
region.
Church. Met him in the parking lot. Decided to bring him on in. Crank one out.
We got more? Oh, wait, we're not done yet. We got a live concert. All right,
that was
Bill
fantastic.
And Adam. Round 2. Here we go. Bill and Adam from Sheridan Lutheran Church.
Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs angels sing in exaltation. Sing, all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God, all glory in the highest. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Whoa.
That is awesome.
What a gift. What a gift.
What a gift. Here's what we got. One last grand finale. I know these guys got to get going to work. Finish it up. Take it home for the Breakers.
All right.
Check it out on YouTube. Come on, Breakers, get on here.
Yeah,
Yes,
one more.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding and a Christmas good cheer. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Outstanding. Woo! Thank you,
Look
guys.
at the boys, Adam
How about
and
them coming
Bill.
down? How about them coming down for us, getting up early this morning?
Fantastic.
We brought in some Chick-fil-A breakfast for you, which they brought down, which was incredible. Thank you. Appreciate you guys
You bet.
very,
Thank
very
you.
much. It's
Thank
our
you.
first live recording. Is that correct?
I
Jay?
think it's our first ever we've had music in the studio.
First ever
It
in
was
the studio that came in. Also, they didn't know where, they had no idea where they were playing at, how the guitar
Yeah.
was going to match up with the. And they just came in here
Killed
and they
it.
kind of laughed at us. We were like, well, this will be really hard. They're like, not really. It's not that big a deal.
we did a little test. Me and Josh before the show did a little test to make sure it sounded right with the guitars. It would sound, and Josh brought his guitar to test, so it sounded great. So thank you guys for coming. And Bill and Adam from Sheridan Lutheran Church. What a wonderful surprise on this December 22nd. You know,
Bill's Thrills.
21st. Excuse me, as we 4 days from Christmas. Bill's Thrills. Bill's Thrills. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
And by the way, if you don't know what, look at this sweatshirt on Bill here.
Sipple says his thing to Billy goes, those are incredible nipples.
Uh,
They are kind of
The camera's too low. It's got a killer belly button too.
oh man.
Happy New Year.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you guys again for coming in. We appreciate that. It was a nice surprise to start off the hour here. So, Merry Christmas to you guys. And again, by the way, some response from the Breakers who are listening. Before we get out of here. This is great. I love it. Someone says that Early Break needs its own Netflix special based on this kind of stuff here. We could do that, right? We do a Netflix special. Well done from IQ Crew. Merry Christmas. Very fun singing along. Jay Crow, 007. Great job, guys. Well done. And also knocked it out of the park. So somebody else said you knocked it out of the park. So well done. Well done.
We'll
Thanks.
let you guys come on out of here and then we'll gotta finish up this.
All right. So there we go. There's our surprise start of the top of the 7 o'clock hour. We had special music from
Yeah, it
Bill
might just make sense.
and Adam from Sheridan Lutheran Church. On that note, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back here in a little bit. We'll come back with more Early Break after this on the ticket.
Good job, guys.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Busch Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Busch Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apple, chili, vegetables, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday Season. They are thankful for many things this year and every year, and hope that everyone is able to enjoy time with family and friends during this joyful celebration. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
New year, new career. The new year is just around the corner. Why not start it off strong with a new career? General Excavating is looking for qualified underground utility project managers. Check out our website, generalexcavating.com, or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Happy holidays from General Excavating. There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals. And get your lift with free weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference. Are you looking for some holiday fun? This year, start a new tradition. Make the Nebraska Christmas Light Show experience an annual event for your family and a cherished memory to look forward to every year. From Black Friday to January 3rd, buckle up and tune into the rhythm of the lights and let the magic of Christmas take over with the show. Now located at Star City Shores, just off of 27th and Highway 2. Buy your tickets for just $20 or $25 per car today at NebraskaChristmasLightShow.com. Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote control cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, Ugg, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3, get 1 free on Smart Wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy person in your life. Brown Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Acres, your premier John Deere dealer, has the largest selection of late model equipment in the Midwest. And for a limited time, Acres is offering low rate financing on all 2021 and 2022 S and X Series combines and 8 Series tractors. Qualified buyers can earn 3.9% financing for 60 months. And as an added bonus for your holiday season, if you purchase one of Acres eligible machines before December 31st, you'll get a $5,000 gift card from Shields. Go to acres.com to learn more.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Jake, you're a freaking nutcase.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, that was quite a gift. Top of the hour from Bill and Adam from Sheridan Lutheran. That was awesome.
Music.
That was very cool. We didn't expect music to come in today. I mean, I guess I did. Bill told me, but Sip had no idea what was happening there.
No, that was festive.
Yeah, festive was one way. That's yeah,
festive.
The skill set. I talked about that about a couple of weeks ago. Just of local musicians, just what people can do, how you can play an instrument, how you can sing, and that just blows me away.
Just get on the mic.
Just
and do
blows
it.
me away.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, whatever. Let's come in and sing. Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
that was good. So thanks again to Bill and Adam. That was it, and the sound was great. So you know,
yeah, you and Josh did good on
we
that.
had we had some talks during the week here without Sip. We wanted to surprise Sip about would the sound work without having a plug into a jack over there. And I talked to IT guys. Says no, it's fine. Those mics are excellent, and they are excellent. So,
so Josh got here at 4:30 this morning with his guitar to test it.
Yeah, we were here.
No kidding?
Yeah, it was good. It worked well right away. I said, "There's no problems at all."
Yeah, they've been here for like 6 hours.
So you did a sound check.
Yeah, did a
We
sound
did.
check.
We
Check.
did.
Check. 0
Like the Eagles. Like the Eagles are coming in.
exactly.
Check 1, check 2, check
It'd be
3.
nice to see
we
the
did
Eagles,
that.
wouldn't
So,
it?
thank you to those guys again. It was wonderful. Last night there was a basketball game. Me and Shape were there. It was not pretty. Now Bill texted me at one point. He said, "Hey,
there was a panic."
He said, "How do I find this game?" I said, "You probably can't. It's on BTN Plus tonight." Which happens when you have.
I'm just like,
did you find it?
No, I didn't even try.
When you don't have the
Didn't
marquee
try.
guy. I'm still stunned that the K-State game was on like Big 12 network.
That like blew me away. That was on
That's a
ESPN+,
marquee
yeah.
non-conference game, but this one I
Nebraska
get.
K-State through. This one didn't. But I'm like, that's probably on something. But no. So
Schaefer and I were at this game. Nebraska was down at halftime by 10 to North Dakota. Not North Dakota State, North Dakota, the Fighting Hawks, who, by the way, I think won here 2 years ago. They beat Nebraska in this building 2 years ago in a struggling year for Fred. But Nebraska then goes down by 14 early second half, fights back, wins the game 83-75. So they avoid the dreaded bye game loss that they call these next couple of games. I mean, they play South Carolina State, who's 3-10 next week. They should win that one relatively easily. And the story again, Rick Mass did not play. He had a little scope in his knee. He'll be back early January, so it's not a long-term injury.
Ooh, that's
but
a big deal.
They did win without Rick Mass.
When did that happen in the K-State game?
He played against Kansas State.
The operation was Tuesday, I think, with the idea being in 2 weeks they play Indiana at home. He should be available to play at that point. So that's the idea.
I think this win and the next win. Hope you. It's hard to say ahead of time. Next one, they're locked in the NIT. They're locked in the NIT. Write that down.
Bill says
locked in the NIT
for sure.
and a bubble team.
This is a game again. It's easy when you have a big league like Nebraska had. Michigan State, Kansas State.
I don't know if you're serious.
Yeah, those are tough. Those are big wins for Nebraska. They could have, losing last night could have taken a lot of air out of the balloon. Say, well, that's Nebraska. 2 big wins, then big loss to North Dakota, but they fought back, and it wasn't pretty. It was not a pretty basketball game.
They didn't show up. I mean, North Dakota showed up with all of the energy, all of the effort. Nebraska kind of meandered their way into the game, and then they found themselves in the second half, and their talent distanced from North Dakota. But it was a struggle. I mean, I think their starters only had 18 points in the first half, and Tominaga and Gary were just not visible at all. And then the second half starts, and they played a lot better, and Bryce Williams played well down the stretch, and Nebraska was able to pull it out. But I thought I was going to be walking here just from the game. I was just going to walk and then sleep in front of the door and just let the rant build up.
If Nebraska had lost the game, but they came back and won.
Yeah.
I
I found the score of the game by just texting Jake the rest of the game. That's why I figured it was.
Jake's good at that. You can use Jake for
a
lot of
I
resources.
was score center over here.
Yes, he
was score center
for me too. Actually,
you'd be like, "Hey, Jake? What's on the menu at this restaurant?" And he'll look it up for you, and he can text.
He can tell you that.
I
was shocked that there was no bowl game last night.
There wasn't.
No, there's one Monday. There's one Monday day, Tuesday night,
Hey,
Wednesday nothing. There's one tomorrow.
There's one thing I want to interject here, Bill, that me and you need to be better about. And
there's a lot of things. This could go deep.
Yeah, Parker Gabriel. I'm gonna inject him in the conversation. I got very careful, and you should listen to this around Parker.
He pointed at
to
me.
ask him questions that you can easily find. And what Parker would always say to me is, I'd ask him something sort of obvious or even something you could look up easily, and he'd say, simple, public knowledge. Public knowledge. Score, public knowledge. You can find it. You don't need to text Jake.
The best part is
I text Jake. I know.
Public knowledge. Parker would always say public knowledge.
I can just hear his voice, the tone, the sort of
public knowledge,
slight exasperation in it as he would say it.
Yeah, just it was kind of laziness on my part.
I get that from my wife all the time. Hey, can you figure out where this? She looks like, really?
You don't have
your
a phone?
is in your hand.
Public knowledge.
And that would take literally 4 seconds to find. Instead, I go, anyway, you can quickly check on that for me.
Which is amazing because you send us
myself.
links all the time, though. We get screenshots all the time of different stories that you have found. So we know you're able.
I sent you one this morning. I thought was extremely interesting.
We know you're capable. Sometimes you don't want to.
I catch myself asking my grandson what was the score of that NBA game, and I can picture him thinking, just look it up. You can look it up easily. You don't have to ask me the score.
Sure.
But yeah, so I'm trying to do better that way.
Well,
public knowledge.
Yeah, Parker Gabriel. That was the one who told you that. That's
God
great.
bless him.
By the way, last night also, if you are a Nebraska basketball fan and not a fan of the team in Omaha, you're happy.
Oh, what happened?
What happened, Jake?
The Creighton basketball team, who made every known to mankind here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, did not make everything known to mankind in their own arena as they're honoring Doug McDermott last night. Doug McBuckets comes back, and they threw a clunker. They lose in overtime. They're up by 10 at halftime, 34-24 against Villanova. Who this is not Jay Wright Nova.
No, it's 7-4 Nova.
That's right.
Yeah. 7-5.
Villanova, by the way, has lost to Kansas State, who Nebraska beat by 16. They lost to Drexel, also the Dragons.
Drexel team.
Yeah. But Nova goes in and they beat the Jays 68-66 in overtime.
That's a bad loss, Jake.
On Doug McDermott night. Now the Jays have 3 losses on
That's
the season.
Horrible. Are they up 10 at half and still lose on their home court?
Yep.
On their home court. Yeah, it's a rough.
It's pretty bad.
That is.
It's pretty rough. But Josh is trying to get the hats for these guys. Well, I was trying to give
extra one more sandwich, one more biscuit on the way out the door.
I was trying to give Josh some instructions on how to find the door for prizes.
But he's on his TV, doesn't know it. He's back there eating, and people can see you.
You really got to be careful.
You do about that. You do.
When you're back there, Shake. Always remember you're on camera.
Oh yeah.
Bombek was laying down.
Bombek came in out of it, laid down on the couch. Didn't realize that he was on TV.
The director of sport was laying on the couch.
He was taking a nap back there.
For everybody to see.
By the way, for those asking, Bill's Thrills was the top of the hour. The guest music from Bill Now, that was Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. The ATMs, the cash cows, and Lincoln. So thanks to them once again.
Supporting live music.
They are supporting. Yeah, they're doing that.
Shin Daddy's off.
He's off.
God,
yeah,
that
I'm
makes
happy
me happy
for him. He needs a break.
He needs a break bad.
He works hard.
Yeah, so
he's a hard working.
The rink is still open. The skating rink is still open.
He's probably
on the west side, and he's still maintaining it. Yeah. He's still doing that stuff. So he needs a little downtime. So he's off until he's off next week, too. He's off all the way to the new year.
He is.
Yes, he's off to the new year. This is his break. Right, that he'll be. He already. Matter of fact, he goes, where do you see what I got coming up right after New Year?
He's got plans.
Right after that brain of his is always just churning, huh?
Yeah.
Look at him.
You can't look at him. You can't slow him down.
Nope.
He's very fit.
He's saying there's one shin daddy.
There's one shin daddy.
There's one.
402-464-5685. Call or text as always. Have any questions for us? We do have a couple gifts to get to. Should we get to that right now? Want to get to some gifts?
Yeah,
More
sure.
Gifts?
All right. All right. We got a text. We got a package this morning. I guess it came late last night, but I saw it this morning. I'll read the letter first.
This is unbelievable.
Read the letter first. Okay. Here we go. It's like a legal letter there. It's very, very well. This is from Lutfia Law Firm. We're not getting sued. Don't worry.
Okay,
We're not
I saw it was a law firm. I was like,
sued.
I don't know if this is what you think it is.
No.
But.
It says, Dear Sip, Jake, and Coach, love the show. Listen to every episode via podcast. Since discovering it a couple years ago, the addition of Coach Busch has made the show even more of a can't miss. So thanks, Coach. Appreciate that.
Thank you. That's very kind of him.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy the enclosed gifts. May they keep your coffee warm, your phones charged, and your stomachs satisfied. In case you're unfamiliar, the gooey butter cake is a popular and traditional St. Louis dessert.
Ooh.
I hope it's still one piece by the time it reaches you. Also, P.S. to Sip, I have saved your phone number and will be reaching out next time we're in town.
Okay, that's great.
During our trip to Lincoln in November, my brother, friend, and I visited Buffalo Wings and Rings and loved it. We will buy you a margarita next time
That would
we
be
are there.
great. And you know what? Buffalo Wings and Rings has surprisingly good margaritas. Yeah. Surprisingly good. It's not their specialty.
All right.
So that's the pie we need to open. A cake.
See that right there?
Yeah.
Park Ave. This is from St. Louis.
Yes.
St. Louis.
Incredible.
One of my
And Allen
favorite
Baking
U.S.
Company.
cities.
Yes, St. Louis.
This is a gooey butter cake.
I've never
Don't hold
delicacy.
it like that. Hold it flat.
Okay,
That's got to be delicious.
Yeah.
We need to open that.
A delicacy here.
Josh will have to open
Pass
that.
it down to Bill. You open yours. I'm not opening mine because I might regift this.
You're not regifting the pie.
The pie is not
Somebody's
going to
eating
be
that.
I'm joking.
We got some mugs here.
Oh, wow. It looks incredible. Look at it.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Yep.
Good God.
Got a law firm on it and everything.
Law
The
Firm,
scales
LLC.
of justice.
Yeah.
That's fitting for
Pass
me.
those down there. Oops.
I should have more law.
Your
firm.
brother would approve, Simple.
Yeah.
So we got a coffee mug.
brothers.
Yeah, coffee mug, and then we
Nice.
also
This
have
is incredible. Jake teased me with this
There you
one.
go.
Look at this.
These are chargers. It's a
Yep.
charger
No,
for your
battery
phone.
pack.
I want
portable
that one.
charger.
Yeah.
You will get.
We all
one.
get
I got four.
I want that. How old are you?
7.
7. You. It's like you're an adolescent. That's what Big Swim called me.
Big Swim said Bill's an adolescent.
That's mine.
Yeah, that's yours.
Jesus.
Well, watch that.
I continue to just be
Christmas.
amazed at how incredibly kind people are to the,
They're very generous
the
to
radio.
us.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I was blown away when I
this is
started
really
doing
nuts.
it and still remain blown away.
The breakers love us. We love the breakers. So it's mutual.
Thank you so much. And then some people asked if they can still send gifts after Christmas, and I said yes. They text us. and I
Absolutely.
said, absolutely.
Say the name of that person again,
yes.
Jake. And the law firm.
law
Yeah.
firm.
And the law
This is from Rob Lutfia. I'm
Okay.
probably saying that wrong. Lutfiyya.
Okay.
Rob Lutfia from Lutfia Law Firm, attorney at law. He's in Town and Country, Missouri.
Okay.
So if you get
So
yourself in
near
a
St.
pickle,
Louis here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
you get yourself in a pickle, you need a lawyer. That's our guy.
Yeah, we have a guy
We should make him kind of the lawyer of the ticket.
of the ticket.
Of,
Yeah.
of
He can
early
be our
bird.
lawyer of the
He'll be our
breakers,
attorney.
just in
we,
case.
we will reach out to him when we get ourselves in a pickle.
When we're in a pickle.
Yeah, we'll
If
reach
there's
out.
trouble, we
Breakers
can't
legal
get out
team.
of.
Yeah, so we need a
Yep.
legal team. We need a legal team.
If there-
That's for dang sure.
If there's trouble, we can't get out of.
Yes. We can't get out on our own.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. And he should. You're welcome to call my cell when you bring gifts like that.
Yes.
You call my cell when you're in town.
I'd be happy to hear from
Yeah.
you.
When you get a hold of Simple, give him my number too.
Okay.
Give him my number too. This is incredible.
Should I give it right now?
No.
Put in a thread.
I still can't believe you did that.
He did.
I really just.
And I knew right away it was his
Don't
number. So
worry,
what'd you
I'm
do?
I'm not.
But
gonna.
but for law,
Yeah, that's so nice of him. I don't even know what to say. Sometimes
every one of us in this room.
Yeah, I mean it's
is
incredible.
It's
The
remarkable.
generosity of people is just absolutely incredible.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Some
Yes,
freaking
thank you.
butter cake over there.
It's in a butter cake over.
Thank you. We have a couple questions before we get to the game show. Actually, back to some football talk.
good.
People have some
Okay.
football
Schaefer.
questions.
Let's talk some ball.
They want to talk to Schaefer about something.
Yes.
They said, hey,
Why me?
Schaefer said, how good is the punter that we signed yesterday? The son of Sam Cook, right? Camden Cook?
Sam.
Yeah, I mean, I
Son
think
of
they're.
Sam.
I definitely think they're really excited about him. I was telling Bill this off air, but I was listening yesterday when I was driving up to Omaha, and I was laughing because I had the same thought about Brian Buschini, and I thought he was out of eligibility
No.
at the end of this year, and he's going to be back for next year.
Which
And
is
so
great.
allows Camden Cook a year to redshirt, get into the college flow of things, and
or win the job.
Or win the job.
He's probably not coming to sit out.
NFL lineage is NFL lineage.
Right.
So
he's coming to win it, probably.
I don't know. Real quickly, just because Camden Cook came up, have you guys noticed that outside of him, the rest of the legacies are all playing different positions than their father?
Oh,
which
do this?
I've noticed more and more and more. And when I've asked some of the guys about it, and not necessarily the ones in this class, but previously, a lot of it comes down to you don't necessarily want to play the same position that your dad did because you want to do your own thing.
Sure.
And you think about it, Keelan Smith was a wide receiver. Neil Smith was a defensive end. Damon Benning, running back. Caleb Benning, defensive back. Quinn Clark, a wide receiver, tight end, and Ken Clark was a running back.
RB, yeah.
And so it fascinates me a little bit on that. And then not a legacy, but Willis McGahee the fourth is a linebacker, and his dad was a running back.
Whip up a column on that.
I might.
Or you know what? You just made a column. You just made a sip of column.
One of the things that I used to do, I feel like fairly routinely, was give them about a column a month.
Yeah,
Bill's a column a week.
I used he used it in speeches all the time, and he makes these comments about, you know what? The one thing nice, but people say, he's not real athletic, but you know what? Into certain pressures and stuff, they'll still run speed option with Rayola, and it'll work really well. He'll use all the things.
One of the scariest things for a writer columnist is not having ideas.
Yeah.
And now I never run out. I never run out.
It's panic-inducing.
It is, but I don't have to listen to it when
panic-inducing.
Bill is sitting next to me and
Just
you're
takes
sitting next
notes
to me.
every day.
Any more questions for the top analyst of college sports?
10 state area.
Sport. Any boxing
Which just keeps getting bigger.
Southpaw.
Floyd Mayweather. Talk.
Whoa! How about this? I got a question for you in a second. We have a text from Big Ty. Big Ty says this. Bill, I ran into Coach O in Florida last week at Disney World.
Coach O called me 2 nights ago. And he said, "You're not going to believe what I had to do for 2 days."
He said,
so. Anyway, go ahead.
He asked how it's going, and we said we love Coach Busch. He said we wouldn't have gotten Joe Burrow if it wasn't for Bill. Great guy to talk to. He's very complimentary of Coach Busch. So,
why was Ed
what's
Disney World?
He's helping some family members out, and they had with young kids. So he went and rode the rides. Went and rode the rides for 2 days.
Ride the rides.
Also,
that's fantastic.
He did tell me. He said he goes. The cameras were out everywhere. Just imagine also you look up, you're at Disney World, and all of a sudden there's Coach Ogeron coming down. He's on Magic Mountain. All right, he's got to go next.
Rock and roller coaster. That orange run over there.
You know how they have those photos that you can get at the end of the ride?
Yeah,
and you realize you're in the cart right behind him.
You'd be like on the coaster.
That would be so amazing.
One, you'd be like
disconcerting.
You'd have to find them and try to get them to autograph.
Can you imagine
right?
me like, well, that's gonna be $25. Like $25, I'll give you $1,000.
Yeah,
I'll give it. That'll be in my living room forever.
That's to keep.
We rode Magic Mountain behind Ed Ogeron.
Yeah,
you'd want to find them and have them autograph it. I feel like
he's so personable. He just, I said, loved working for him. It's great because like I talk about this at different times in my speaking events. Things it was 4th and 1 every day. Every single day was 4th and 1. Man, February 9th, 4th and 1. Guess why?
I got to
Auburn, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, A&M. They were all busy. Yep. Ole Miss. So it was 4th and 1 every day. It was never kind of we're good. We're
SEC.
good. There's never no we're good.
It was like a hell of a life mentality to have too.
You know what? People always ask, what's it like to work for someone that was 4th and 1? It's easy. It's awesome.
Really?
Have your stuff together all the time. You just knew what it was. When you went in the morning, driving in the morning, it wasn't like, hey, we're just kind of ooze into this thing. Nope. Let's go.
Schaefer, let's try it.
try to live in 4th and 1. 4th and 1 life. I feel like I live most of my life at 3rd and 13.
I'll get to it.
2nd and 4. 2nd and 4.
Give me 6 times.
I'll get
so
to
are we
it.
trying to get the whole thing or just get a piece of it back?
Are we trying to get to 4th and 1? Yeah. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Can I take a quick nap here?
Yeah, I can take a playoff false start. It's fine. On the text line, this is back to some football question for you here, and we have addressed it a little bit, but this is for new listeners out there. Someone says, "Can you ask Schaefer what the outlook is for the spring signing day as far as numbers and scholarships?" Just a refresher there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not anticipating Nebraska is going to be adding more high school guys if they add anything over the next few weeks, and maybe if there's the right specific player at the right position, I wouldn't rule anything out. But I think a lot of it's going to be transfer portal, and I just don't. I think you look for a running back, maybe a receiver.
How about a QB?
Yeah, I mean, especially with Chuba going into the portal now, that might be a thing.
I think you gotta go
as
get
well.
a QB. I think you gotta get a QB.
I mean, wouldn't you think in general, the number in general is always 4? That's the scholarship number.
Scholarship. You got 3.
It's 4.
Can you go get a B-list QB?
What's going to be difficult, I would think, is trying to decide, because what I'm guessing is you're not going to find someone with a wealth of experience, or you're not going to find someone with Power 5 experience.
B-list
So then it
QB.
becomes, how do you determine, can they do or fit how you want them to? Like, I feel like that's a relatively tough niche to try to find for a quarterback. It's one thing if you're looking for a guy who can be your starter or, all of these different things. Here, you're very specifically looking for someone that can be competitive in the spring environment, and you got to do it in 2 weeks.
If you are looking, you're looking for someone who's played. The Power 5 to me doesn't mean much. Like Baylor got the MAC Player of the Year.
Mhm.
I think that's a great take.
And DeQuan Finn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Incarnate Ward had Ward, who went to
Mhm.
Washington State. So if I was my thought right now would be find someone who's played.
Yeah.
And it may not have to be. There's a difference when you play up. There's a difference when you go from that. But find someone who's played a lot. So all of a sudden they're talking about things like, I know what they're, because guess what? If you play at Montana, the conversations are the same. Coverage just rotated. This just happened. We're checking it. That's all the same. It's just you didn't play against the same side of talent. But when they start talking to you, they're like, yeah, I know all this. I know all this. The level of defense on the other side is better. But someone who's played, if you take someone from the Power 5 or whatever that didn't play, I don't know what that adds to you.
Yeah. I think
plays.
you specifically to be competitive, you got to get someone who has played. There's no
Don't you
question
feel
about
a
that.
little edgy just having what they have right now? Just a little edgy?
Well, as I said, I mean, if you want to run this San Francisco 49ers offense, that's not what it looked like when you had Heinrich Harburg as your quarterback last year. So do you feel like you're capable of developing him to the point where you'd be comfortable with him not running the option as much and being in a West Coast style offense? I don't know.
Yeah.
And so that's where it would be difficult, I think, for me.
I mean, we just watched Nebraska use 3 quarterbacks extensively. 3.
Yep.
All right. I mean, I want 4. I want 4 ready that I can win with.
I love Danny Kalen, but I don't think he's ready to play.
Well, that's a
college
problem.
football.
That's what I mean.
I just don't think, I think he needs a year of development.
Well, what about maybe? I mean, I'm going to say the spring and August are really important for those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a rush job now.
Also,
you got to be ready, Mike.
Also remember, and they all count. They all count. But what would Nebraska finish in rushing in the Big Ten? Second, first?
Yeah, second. They finished second behind Penn State.
Yeah. And the reason they were second was what?
They ran the quarterback.
That's why
you're not going to run the quarterback now.
The quarterback changed the math.
You're not running the speed option.
Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh.
Thanks for the football analogy.
But they're not going to run the quarterback as much.
If they don't run them,
they're not.
That is because once the quarterback runs, it turns into 11-on-11 football. And everything changes in your mind, especially quarterback counters, powers, all those things. That's where it gets really difficult. It's not even so much the speed option, any of that type of stuff, or the option stuff. It is the quarterback run game that's off. That all of a sudden they're faking one way and it's counter back the other way, and different things that caught. But that's one of the reasons. I mean, even in the Iowa game, I think Chuba ran for like 42 yards, but the balls to the running back, what did that do in rushing?
Very little.
Not as much. I mean,
so all I'm saying is the quarterback is a valuable person, and really, here's the part that's valuable. No one looked at Jaden Daniels, be like, man, quarterback run game, which he did run it. It was quarterback scramble.
Yeah,
quarterback scramble is the scariest run.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get terrified over. Okay, they run the quarterback. They run option. They run quarterback counters or that powers. All this stuff. Okay. What scares you the most? Scramble.
Yeah,
scramble.
We
drive back and play. I always say when the coaching's over.
Right, when the play breaks down,
and then that terrifies you.
Oh, it does.
You're terrified of when the guy can take off.
I always say that to Jake. Nebraska's best play when they had Jamal Lord was when the play broke down, because then it was just Jamal Lord. Now just go,
make a play,
just
Jamal.
go,
use your legs, man.
Go, baby. I mean, and Bill's exactly right. But what I'm saying
agrees
is this.
Jake. Usually Jake agrees with you.
He's like a macaw. Good point, Bill.
Say it again. A parrot again.
It's like a damn macaw sitting on a ledge. I agree with Bill. You know what he said. Sorry. What I'm saying, anger here. No, there's no anger. What I'm saying is they got to go get a quarterback.
Yeah.
And you got to scour the earth for somebody that fits just a little bit and gives you 4.
This goes back to what we've said, that FCS quarterback. You'll go get somebody from the lower
Yeah.
level. There's
somebody,
good
Jake.
There's good
Go
players
to New
in
Zealand.
that level.
Go to New Zealand. I don't care where you go. Just get somebody.
The thing is, you
threes,
have to
you
get
don't have
someone
enough.
who wants to come into this situation.
You got to find
that's-
that person.
It's easy to be like, oh, you got to go get a quarterback.
I'm not
but-
suggesting it's easy.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
saying if you got to go to Poland to get somebody to it. I mean, that's
if
what I'm
you were a
saying.
starting quarterback and say it's FCS,
I'm not suggesting it's easy.
played well, starting quarterback, I think someone like that would be like, I'll take my shot here. I'll go to Nebraska. I'll make NIL. I'm making no NIL. I'm not saying it's to be big
It's a
NIL.
freshman. You
Just
gotta
some.
beat out a
And
freshman.
you'd be kind of going, well, what's your competition? It's a true freshman. And so right away you'd be going like, because we all know it gets hard when at any level.
This is
when
real.
that
I'm not
happens.
joking around here. I think you got to go get somebody.
Yep.
I mean, 3's not enough,
Right.
especially 2 of them.
2 are true
with
freshmen,
zero experience.
Right.
You got to go get somebody.
Curious to see what they do.
Because you see what
month and a
happened,
half.
like with Florida State, who had to win the last game.
Right.
True freshman.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, he's the third guy.
And what was the conversation? It's not looking good.
Yeah.
And it cost him a spot.
Significant drop off.
Final Four. I mean,
well, he won the game.
He did.
They
but-
won. It wasn't pretty, but they won.
He didn't cost them a spot in the Final
No.
Four. They decided that Florida State didn't deserve.
Well,
to be
and
in
what
the
I'm saying
punish
is,
him.
but the reason they kept saying was, well, it's because Jordan Travis got hurt.
Yeah, but I mean that's a made up excuse.
Well, it's not mine. It's theirs.
Right? No, I'm just saying, like you literal
Don't kill the messenger.
made up excuse.
I agree with Bill.
Let's play the game show.
I agree with Bill.
Give us a call, 402-464-5685. A chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. It's been a rough week on the game
Are we
show.
over?
Have they won? They 0-3.
yeah.
0-3 is the record.
Well, we're getting on the board.
You got
no Bagel
Thank
Boys.
you.
You
this
got
week.
Schaefer today for your lifeline.
Don't relive
Does Bill
that.
know about Bagel Boy?
No, go ahead.
So Bill, we bought Sipple a shirt one time because he was struggling for a while on the game show, and concluded that if you go 0-5, you have to wear a shirt that says Bagel Boy on it.
Yeah.
If he goes
Because
0-5.
I was telling him that I just had this image in my head of him walking down the streets of downtown Lincoln when he was working at
Working the Journal.
the Journal-Star, and someone just hanging out the car and just yelling, "Hey, Bagel Boy!"
Yeah, that's a horrifying.
Yeah.
That would scare me.
No, it's horrifying.
I agree with Shafe.
You are a macaw. You are nothing but a macaw.
Today's
No McCall the first time.
We're getting a
Today's-
breadstick here.
Today's
Yeah,
topic
come on. Let's
is
get this to W.
Saints and Rams trivia. This Thursday night football. They play Thursday night football tonight. Saints and Rams,
Oh God.
all-time leaders.
I feel okay.
Saints and Rams.
NFL.
I feel
Okay,
yeah.
I'm out of it. I'm out. I'm just
Yeah,
here
this
to
is-
watch.
this is
I mean, there's
Schaefer
some
here.
very obvious
I'm just here to
ones.
watch, guys.
Is there Saints
Yes.
and Rams all time?
Well,
leaders?
Saints, there's an extremely obvious.
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Chuck Muncie.
464-5685. Shut up. Simple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Takedown Sip and Trivia. Can you get off the winless week? 0-3. Schaefer the lifeline today for one question.
Have you guys ever lost? I don't think
Oh yeah, we've
Plenty of
definitely
times.
lost.
Have
Yeah, plenty of times.
Yep.
We've got, I believe, a first-time caller.
Whoa.
Gretchen, have you ever called the show before?
You know what? I have not.
Okay. I was going to
Wow,
say.
does she sound spirited?
She does.
Merry Christmas, Gretchen.
It's the festive time of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, this is great.
Yes.
This is great. Saints and Rams all-time trivia today.
Interesting.
Gretchen is the topic.
Yes.
Mike Schaefer is a lifeline for SIP. Here's your first question, Gretchen. Drew Brees leads the Saints by far in most career passing yards with 68,000 plus yards with the franchise. Who is second all-time with 21,734 yards with the Saints?
That's a good question.
Yes, it is.
It sure is.
That's a wow. I have a guess who it would be.
I'm going to have to pass on that one.
No guess at all?
No guess.
All right, I'll give you the horns.
I have a name in mind, but I don't know that it's worth the
We
risk.
can pass.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to pass, Jake.
Okay, well, the answer is Archie Manning.
Yeah, that was the-
Archie Manning.
that
I
was
didn't
the
think.
name.
I thought that was too obvious.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Hey Bear.
Oh, hey Bear.
Yeah.
Hebert.
Hebert.
Is it Billy Joe or
Yes.
is it Joe
Billy
Bob?
Joe
I can't
Hebert.
remember.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hebert.
All right, over to you, Sip. 0-0 tie. First question. Who has the most passing yards in Rams history with 23,758 yards with the franchise?
Don't look at me
I
like that.
have two names. That's the problem.
I got a couple names. I can't say them.
The Rams all-time passing leader?
Yeah. I don't think you should use me on this one, I guess is what I would say.
Oh, good God.
And now I regret not just saying
Oh, I got
Manning
it.
on the
I
last.
think
Hey,
I got
Bagel,
it.
look at it. Hey, Bagel, boy, You're getting taunted right now.
Oh,
You're getting
wow.
taunted.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. We're on
No,
live.
he
We're on
did that.
live radio.
That was
Oh,
incredible.
That's I can't
5
believe
seconds.
that.
I got it.
5 seconds.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, can
No.
he write it down?
You can't use Bill.
No,
Schaefer's
you
your
can't use
lifeline.
Schaefer, just throw something out.
You want me to?
Yes, toss it.
Kurt Warner.
Why would you go with Schaefer on that one? You didn't know.
Because I
the
had no
answer.
idea.
You didn't have to take it. You didn't,
Well, yeah.
I mean,
'cause now I'm
Well, no, you
unusable
did have
for
to.
the rest
I
of the
mean,
game.
pass. You couldn't pass.
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
he couldn't
You could
pass.
just throw a
0-0
name
though.
out there.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I didn't have a.
He didn't
good
know.
one.
He didn't know
Yeah.
the answer. Okay. Do you want that, Gretchen, or not?
I have to say, I think this is a garbage topic.
Ooh. Well, hey, blame the Thursday night football teams. Look, Gretchen's throwing some
I'm gonna go ahead
heaters.
and pass on that
That'd be Jim Everett is the answer.
Jim
It's not a bad.
Everett.
I mean, yeah. That's,
Chris
no.
Everett.
Yeah.
Say
Say it again.
Jim
Remember
Rohn.
saying
Yeah.
it? Jim Rohn. I thought it was
Bitch, I
John.
will.
I
Chris.
had John Hadel.
So
I
I said
thought.
Pat Hayden. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah.
All right, this is to you, Gretchen.
Pat
0-0 tie. Your last question. Who has the most rushing yards in Rams history with
Got that.
That's an easy one.
10,138 yards?
I have that. Yeah.
You, Gretchen.
Yeah, I know it's me.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
If they ever gave you an easy one, this one.
would
This
be
is they gave you a layup here, Gretchen.
If I could have a lifeline, Bush, that would be great.
Bush. Wow, she's going last name base.
Last one. Am I a lifeline for her?
No.
Oh, we're gonna get this one.
No.
No.
Okay.
5 seconds here, Gretchen. 5.
I'm going to go ahead and pass.
Okay. Give you the horn.
No, I don't think we can screw this up.
Well, I'm out.
You're out. It's all you.
One of my favorite all-time running backs, Dickerson.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Oh my! -1. Is it Marshall Falk?
No. Oh, wow.
I thought it was not Dickerson.
Dickerson, second all time. Steven Jackson, number 1 with 10,000.
Trick question. Wow.
Yeah.
Steven Jackson.
That's right.
my.
How about that?
Steven Jackson.
Steven
is
Jackson
forgotten.
by almost
So-
3,000 yards
Yeah,
over.
If I'm doing the math right,
It still goes to sit for the win.
well,
no, for the
Sip was
tie.
down
Or that-
-1-0.
Yep.
So he's
So
got
Gretchen is in line
Lead.
position here. He
you
needs
got
to
to
get
win
it.
this one. Yeah.
He needs
you're-
to get back to 0.
correct.
All right, Sip, and you have no Schaefer. It's just you.
There's no Saints knowledge here either, so I'm praying for
Going
Rams.
back to the Saints.
Oh,
There
I
we
got
go.
none. I
Who
got none.
has the most rushing yards in Saints history with 6,500 yards?
I can't name a Saints running back. Did you say Muncie earlier?
Yeah, I
I'm
gave
going
it.
Chuck Muncie.
I thought it was.
We are officially in Bagel Boy territory. The answer, Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram.
Ingram.
I wouldn't have
I wouldn't have got that
there.
either. I would have not guessed
That would have
that.
been like, was
Gretchen
it Deuce
wins.
McAllister?
Gretchen,
Nice job,
it wasn't,
Gretchen.
it wasn't
Yeah.
pretty, Gretchen, but you got the dub. Congrats. We get your
Congrats,
Bengals
Gretchen.
and calling down the road.
Guys, I appreciate not getting one answer right. Still losing. Thanks for that.
All right, there we go.
Still
Gretchen,
counts.
Gretchen gets the dub. Her first ever
Horrible.
call. She was a confident caller.
She
Lot
was.
of charisma there with Gretchen.
We
Called
just-
me Bush.
She
Hey,
did.
Bush.
She
She
called
said it was
you
a
Bush.
garbage topic.
It's a garbage topic. Hey,
She-
Bush.
Yeah, she
That was
voiced
a
her
hard
opinion.
Is
one.
she the
That's
first
happened.
guest to ever win by passing on both of her questions?
She passed.
I'm gonna say
She
yes.
passed.
She passed on all 3 of her opportunities
In
and
one.
then won.
Jake, I've had some embarrassing moments in Shut Up Sipple. This might be the most embarrassing.
Just because you, why? Because you went
'Cause
to
we-
Dickerson? Or
she
what?
Well,
won
that
with-
guy walked by with a bagel.
Yeah, I
once.
put
But
him on
how
the
could you
camera,
not?
too.
How could you not take Dickerson?
She
and
won
say
without
that?
getting anything right.
Yeah.
And she got stuff
She
wrong.
didn't even miss.
She
the
just
question.
passed
She
to
just
win.
passed.
She just passed to win.
It was like, you know what she was? Iowa.
Yeah, she
Just-
was.
just complimentary.
She
Just,
didn't
hey,
do- yeah.
hey, don't screw
Just
it up.
let them screw it up.
Let them screw it up. Just,
Yeah.
just hang in there.
It's like-
They'll screw it up.
Like Ferris would tell his team at halftime.
Yeah.
Just let Nebraska screw this
Yeah,
up.
that's what happened. Tiebreaker, Bill, this is for you. How many passing touchdowns did Drew Brees have in his 15 years in New Orleans?
15 years in there.
Okay, wait a second. Oh God. Hold on. Need a calculator.
I don't even, I'm so overwhelmed right now.
I'll get it. Hang calculator.
Touchdowns for Drew Brees in 15 years with the Saints.
368.
Zip. Over.
Okay, can you just give me a second?
Shape, zip. That's the number.
Yeah, you just got to give me a second.
You said 368? Is that the number?
368.
Okay. What would
Okay,
you
it's
think, Shape?
15 years, right?
Yeah.
15 or 16.
15 years.
Well, I'm going to go over that number.
I would go under it.
How about 491 passing touchdowns?
I would say 450.
491 in 15 years, only and 190 picks.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah,
good ratio.
About 4-1.
Jeez,
Not bad.
jeez.
Not bad.
And the Dolphins didn't
Stunning
take him.
average.
And the Dolphins
turned him down.
Yeah, Nick
because
Saban
injured.
said, I'm good. I'll go Dante Culpepper in the small hands over here. It's fine. Yeah.
I think it was
Fine.
more. It was more of a medical thing that they.
Yeah, I thank you. It's
Shoulder.
ruined the entire franchise for 15, 16 years. Now we're finally something, but
You got your
Are
sweater
you?
on.
Are you?
I got the sweater
No,
on. Yeah, well, they're respectable, right? At least they're respectable.
They're more
Phil
than
said.
respectable.
Respectable like that sweater.
Yeah. Bill said it wasn't ugly, so and Sip agreed with that.
I like it.
Schaefer, you said it wasn't ugly. So
What?
just
No,
the hat,
I don't think the
hat was
sweater's
bad.
ugly. The hat
hat's
is ugly.
bad. That's fine. I'll
What a
take that.
horrible loss that was.
What happens once in a while for you?
I feel like I let you down. I should have just said Archie Manning
You're
right
fine.
away.
You're fine.
That shocked me because I thought it was too easy.
I'm the head coach. It's on me.
I'll take the heat.
Yeah, it's
Hey, pulling a thumb.
When we
Yeah,
come
yeah,
back, the spillover on early break in the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Welcome to the Tyler Family Christmas Letter. The most exciting thing to happen this year is that we're giving Nebraska Lottery Holiday Classic scratch tickets as gifts. They're fast, fun, and easy. We're thrilled about it. Oh yeah, our daughter had triplets and our son graduated from Harvard. From the Tylers, have yourself a classic little Christmas with Nebraska Lottery Holiday Classic scratch tickets.
Top prize odds vary by game.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska, there are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
At Koppel, during the holidays, we take time to cherish our terrific staff, community, and loyal customers that continue to drive that money-saving mile to Louisville, Nebraska. Hi, this is Sean Callahan. I can proudly say I bought my car at Koppel. If you are in the area, I invite you to stop by Koppel Chevrolet GMC's offices in Louisville or check them out online at koppelcars.com. On behalf of Koppel Chevrolet GMC, Merry Christmas and safe travels to all.
This
good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover. Bill stepped out. Raph is in. Mike Schaefer still with us. This is sponsored by Magical Lights of Lincoln. Check it out. 84th and Havelock Sand Hills Global Event Center. Christmas Lights in Lincoln.com. A wonderful show all the way to New Year's Eve. Raph, good to see you today. How are you doing?
Doing good. You guys got to grab some deer sticks.
Yeah. So we got all sorts of gifts. You know, we got. But let's just recap. Charlie Colon from Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Great person. Brought us by a bunch of chicken biscuits, even like some little mini slider chicken biscuits. Those are incredible.
They are.
Fresh fruit also.
Yeah, let's eat some of that fresh fruit, guys.
I'm going to eat some fruit.
And now Charlie Colon, Ralph, you remember him as a catcher for the John Sanders.
Yeah, played for Nebraska.
Yeah, that's how I always.
Dad was a legend. Floyd
Colon.
Yeah, he was a big Nebraska. I think he's in the Nebraska Baseball Hall of Fame for all the contributions he made to youth baseball in the city of Lincoln.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And Charlie,
huge Yankees fan.
What's Charlie's role here, Jake? What's his position?
He's the franchisee at. He's the man in charge of Chick-fil-A, the South Point Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Yeah, he does an amazing job.
He also owns the one in the Union too at UNL campus, but he's mostly at the South Point Chick-fil-A. So shout out to Charlie. He's a great person, great friend.
Yeah.
And it was a wonderful gift.
And I think if someone would just wander into the ticket, they could have a sandwich. There's enough there.
And a deer stick.
Yeah, and some deer stick.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in here right now.
Yeah,
we do. We're really packed full of gifts, and we also got stuff from the lawyer in Missouri. We got the pie,
the new legal team.
Did Bill take the pie?
No, the pie's out there on Rico's desk.
Okay.
And we also got a mug.
It's actually a cake, not a pie.
It's a cake. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
A gooey cake.
Yeah, gooey butter cake, which I've never heard of before.
Okay, we're gonna fight over that.
Seems like a delicacy.
We'll throw hands. Are we throwing hands in that one? Or not? Are we throwing hands in that?
Yeah, we might. I mean,
Sybil grew up boxing. I don't want to throw
It's interesting. It's interesting some of the good food you see people eyeing it, and you're like, okay, what are you going to take that, or am I, or who's taking that? Anywho, we got more gifts to
Nick will take it. Here we go. Get some of that.
Yeah, look at Nick behind us.
What's he doing?
Eat all the food.
What's he doing?
He's smiling. He's happy.
Swim. Look at Swim. He is happy.
I do have one more gift for Schaefer because I'm gonna see you guys both tomorrow. So I'm gonna give you guys something tomorrow. I will not see Schaefer.
I'll be gone tomorrow, but
okay, Raph, I'll give you your gift during your show. Then I don't have it on me right now.
That's all right. No worries.
Schaefer, I got a gift for you here.
Oh,
Schaefer.
Miami Dolphins.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
Whoa.
Omaha Steaks, my friend.
You're kidding me.
Filet mignon burgers and gourmet Frank, jumbo Franks.
You're kidding me.
This is great.
So
this is fantastic.
Is that tonight? Is that tonight, Shafe?
No, could be Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday is the next open day in the schedule, and the last open day until Tuesday.
Okay.
So
did you guys see Omaha Steaks? They were down at the PNC. Matt Burdett, who works for Omaha, he was down there. Got his picture with John Daly.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Down in Tampa. So Schaefer, enjoy some
fantastic.
Enjoy some
Thank
meat there. You're welcome. Bill is a big advocate of the filet mignon burgers. I haven't had them yet. I look forward to having the filet mignon burgers.
Yeah, absolutely.
The idea of that makes me salivate right now.
It does. It sounds ridiculous. All right, what else, Jake? What else is on the agenda?
Well, again, we're wrapping up signing day. As Schaefer said earlier in the show, I mean, even though the big stuff was yesterday, there could be some trickle stuff today or tomorrow as the period goes all the way till Friday for early signing day, right?
What's the name of that big tackle?
I think it's Jordan Seaton. I think. Yeah.
Oh, Raph, you're on this
Seaton
too,
or something
huh?
like. Yeah.
Yeah. I just saw it this morning.
I knew nothing about him until last night when I saw the quote that he the person recruiting him the hardest is Dylan Raiola. So
this guy's is committed to Colorado.
He's committed to Colorado. Yeah, big offensive tackle, 5-star offensive tackle on one of the recruiting services, I think.
So, but the signing period opened yesterday, but continues until
Friday.
So people can still sign.
Yep. Yeah, like Will Honus. Going back to this, Will Honus actually committed and signed on like Friday midday at like 1:00, and it was one of those where I was thinking everything was largely done, and he was planning to sign in February, and then he was able to get everything done to where he could enroll early, and so it all just kind of fell into place that Friday.
I kind of like it when guys do that.
Yeah,
wait till Friday and not have a big hoo-ha about it.
Well, I just do it whenever you want. Just give me advance notice so I can be prepared. That's all I care.
Yeah, help me out.
I mean,
surprise.
You can commit at 2 a.m. I don't care as long as I can just have everything ready to go. That's all I care about.
100.
Anything else besides day? Anything surprised yesterday, Raph, at all from all the news?
No, I think everything went smoothly.
They got 3 guys that were
Can I
not on
ask
the
these
list.
guys a couple questions? I don't know how much you've looked into, and Jake, you as well. Is there a person in the class that you feel like doesn't get talked about enough? I asked this to Caleb Benning, and he gave me Daniel Kalen, which I thought was really interesting, especially given the Dylan Raiola situation. But I always like to ask this to
under the radar
signees.
type guys.
Yeah, like just someone that you feel like maybe we don't talk a lot.
These are hard. There's always hard. These are always hard questions to me because we talk about these guys so much.
Yeah. We've talked a little about him in the lineage and stuff like that, but I'm intrigued by Quinn Clark.
Yeah,
just because that 6'5", 190.
I got one.
He gets Lincoln 6'5", 205.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one that intrigues
That's a good
me a
one.
lot.
But do we talk about Davon Hall enough?
No.
I mean,
Haven't
I
heard
like
really
him.
at all.
I mean, here's why I like him. Because he's a big receiver.
Yeah.
I and Jake gets so tired of it, but I clamor for big receivers.
He's
every day.
Yeah.
So he is deceptive in that you think that he's bigger than he actually is, in the same way that Quincy Enunwa was, where you would think that Quincy was a big guy, but it's because he's just physical.
Well, I saw Davon Hall on the sideline, and when he was here on a recruiting deal, and I was struck by his size.
Yep.
I mean, he's what it should look like, and you need more of that, I think. So I'd say Davon Hall, and he's got good hands and all of that, but I don't think we talk about him enough. He's a 4-star player.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah.
For me, it's Donovan Jones. He's a guy.
Omaha North.
Omaha North.
Yep,
I think he is the heir apparent for Isaac Gifford down the line in that rover spot. I think he's sort of a blend between a linebacker, safety, physically.
Okay.
Loves to come up and hit.
Okay.
Very, very willing defender. Totally confident in coverage as well. And I think, he's not really that far off of what Caleb Benning did in Omaha. And Caleb had a great year playing on both sides of the ball. Donovan Jones did the same thing.
And he doesn't get talked about much.
Yeah, and he was a guy that, he showed up to a camp. The staff had a little advance notice from Steve Warren about him, but otherwise didn't really know a lot. And he absolutely balled out on a Friday night, picked up the offer, committed a week later, and then had a monster senior year. And we don't have him rated high enough. I have been pushing on our analysts to move him up at 24/7 Sports. I think he's a guy that's going to be a multi-year contributor for Nebraska.
That's a good one.
I would ask you, Schaefer, of the 3 guys from Miami, Nebraska landed yesterday that were not on the commit list until yesterday. Which of those 3 guys are you most highest on?
Yeah, I think Larry Tarver is the best of them. Okay. I think in part because he also has a specific role that he's going to play. He'll be an inside cornerback, like a nickel or a dime. Because he has the ability to turn and run and play with some of those slot wide receivers. Not the biggest guy, but he's someone that you can utilize against teams that are going to try to spread you out because of his ability to be able to kind of run and stay on the field. And that's not to take anything away from Vincent Shavers. He's really interesting too. I think he's going to be a middle linebacker at Nebraska, where they want to use his speed, kind of like you did with Luke Reimer and some of those other guys, where you really try to utilize speed, and you maybe lose a little bit of the power component of it. Middle linebacker is Big Ten, tough position to recruit for.
Oh God, yes,
because of different offenses and what you're asked to do every week.
Yeah, it is. It is.
All right, that will do it for us. Schaefer, thanks for coming in today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. This
we
is
had
fun.
2 hours of Schaefer. I said
2+ hours.
I think
we had
enough.
music. We had
thanks
chicken.
to
We
Bill.
had gifts.
Yes, Bill and Adam.
We had the weirdest game show that was ever played, in which the caller called it trash for a topic.
Gretchen, first time
and then she
caller.
won without ever answering a question.
And she called Bill just Busch one time. I'm going to call Busch in this one. Whoa. All right. Okay.
Very aggressive.
Very confident, aggressive. So that's it for us. The Drive with Ralph and AD is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch and Mike Schaefer. I am Jake Sorensen. See you.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bearshin Beer Garden in Benson.